Stop trying to remind you. This won't stop.
Dibs is playing Warframe, and he's gone through 7 of the 8 different runes for his Lich. It's the last rune type is the one that's the first one of the sequence. That's just the first one of the sequence. Now he has to figure out the second and third.
Cool. Hey, I'm gonna just turn the zoom down because I'm about to have a stroke.
Super Mario always puts me in a good mood.
Me too, but not when I, hear it when I jump in, because I'm like, where's this guy?
The Mario music just never stops.
I know, I'm surprised it doesn't just play it through the stream itself.
Why am I looking at a picture of a...
I play it through both.
Why am I looking at a picture of an alien D20?
Alien D20?
Look on the stream.
Don't touch it! It's probably heresy!
Not if you want to touch it more.
To me, it doesn't look alien. If I had to pick something for it, it would be undead corruption.
Told you, heresy!
Oh, wait, no, that's not it.
Come on, Wazilia, when has your great and glorious captain ever been wrong about anything ever?
Everything ever.
Just because he's busy setting up the stuff for the new stream, thank you for the 5 months of subscription, Zorok.
Woot!
Yes, thank you very much for that resub.
With the message, Furry D&D, how cute.
You should trust me more, Wazilia, after all the things we've been through.
Yeah,
Most of the things that we've been through because of you!
Trust the person who is making a demonic blade question its reality.
Yeah! I've never seen someone give a cursed artifact an existential crisis before.
Inglorious Balkistan and Venture's cost items.
In Soviet Balkistan, victim cursed you.
Last session, Milo, when you weren't here, there was a dagger given to the party, and someone did an influence, which ended up making the dagger cursed. And the demon within it doesn't like timber.
No comment.
It's okay, I dipped it in holy water. It has been blessed.
We like to call that Exhibit A, waterboarding.
There was also stabbing it into food and the table repetitively.
Cruel
That
and
brings
unusual
a whole new
punishment.
meeting to sword and board.
One can argue it is partially my fault for giving the dagger.
He has committed acts of cruel and unusual punishment and torture against that blade because he waterboarded it, and he shoved its face in refuse.
How kind.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I thought we
then,
call it baptism.
He then mutilated a corpse with it.
Kinky.
I don't know what you're talking about, DM. Nobody saw that except the Empress.
How do you
And
think
the
the Empress
gnome.
feels about that?
Well, I'm destroying heresy, so I'm pretty sure she's, totally rooting for me.
Pretty sure that you mutilated a corpse, and that you by desecrating it, that in and of itself is heresy.
The only heretical
Whatever
part of
happens to the enemy is good.
Yeah, but what if you're depressed and hate yourself? Does that make you the enemy?
I already hate myself because I'm from a cursed bloodline.
So you're saying that you're not glorious Timber von Borkestan?
I am from glorious Balkistan, but I am not glorious. I dissolve everything that happens to me.
Does that include the good things?
Except for the good things!
But then that's not everything now, is it?
Ooh, Guilty Gear Strives.
You're lucky you've been conscripted into the Inquisition, otherwise I'd call you a heretic.
So when I first refreshed the stream, it didn't refresh the name, so it was still mentioned in Subnautica, and I was very confused. I refreshed it a second time and it's working, but yeah. Subnautica isn't until you guys have quiz and upgrade the turret, and then we're going to be playing Subnautica.
Well, at least Quizen listens to me when I tell him to do stuff.
I don't think
Man,
he has much of a choice.
I cannot wait for you guys to get back into the food armory.
I will make sure to wear my armor this time.
Is that metagaming I hear?
Well, last time I got injured because I wasn't wearing my armor. I was out of uniform and I deserved to be punished.
That is true.
I would just like to point out that the Martens have done what you told them to. You assigned them to be in charge of the food, and that's exactly what they've been doing. They know precisely
Notice
where all
how
the
I have
food
not-
is.
Notice how I have not attacked him. He is doing what he is told, and I am proud of him for it. Unlike everyone else!
I do my job as the cartographer and navigator.
He's stolen
So
multiple
far.
maps, so he doesn't need to do them himself.
I have not stolen. I have merely just taken, which is not currently being used.
You're right, it was
Just say
the
you
name.
did it for the Empress and it's not stealing.
The loot wasn't red when you picked it up.
So if I were to go steal things from Timber, but then say that I did it for the Empress,
The game hasn't even started yet, Zoro. Calm yourself.
wait, is he buying influence before the session has even begun?
I do believe that is an influence that we have heard, yes.
I'm afraid to
So
look
you-
at it.
So, Roselia, you're telling me that you're doing stuff for the Empress?
No.
Disappointed!
I need a moment to think about that one, Zoro, just because of... So, I'm going to say this, so people know why I'm doing this. Having to think about this. He wants the Cursed Dagger to be dulled. And there's more to it that I won't say right away. The thing is, it's a magic dagger, so they're almost always perfect. It's really hard to dull and or tarnish magic items. Though you did dip it in holy water.
Say that had an effect like acid on it?
So you're telling me that the whole, this dagger that sucks got even more suckier and I will never use it now? Okay.
Until it is sharpened and fixed, you lose the +1 bonus because it is dulled.
So it is. Could say that rather than it being dulled, it's just upset with him, so it's refusing to cut.
Oh, that's pretty dull.
Well, maybe it uses its magic ability to dull itself.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't want to serve you because you're a jackass.
See? This is why the Inquisition took it, so it can never harm anyone.
There it is.
I'm just upset that my crew doubts their glorious leader.
Oh, well, Wolf has now provided people with, basically 2 luck points for everyone.
No, they are communal
My hamster is getting
advantages.
antsy. If we be adventurers,
So
let
it
Communal
us
would
be
be
advantages, not
more
luck.
like the inspiration.
I couldn't remember the name. That's why I said, like, luck points. Thank you.
Alright, hello you glorious people out there coming to this wonderful stream to be entertained. I am Razim and this is Red Flag Rejects Dungeons and Dragons.
EX Edition Turbo.
Now with more Martin talkie.
I mean, with the walkie-talkie.
Okay, there
and
it goes.
synchronous communication, That'd make it a chatterbox radio station.
I was very confused for a moment because for some reason in the upper left it was saying no game name found, and I had no idea what it was talking about, but I went ahead and did the transition anyways, and that went away, so I don't know what it was, but it seems to be gone, so anyways, I return it now over to Shiro.
There's a
Can I
blank
have
stare.
Shiro do the recap?
Yes, Shiro can do it.
Is just gonna give a blank stare at Zim. Honestly, I kind of forgot where we had started, but I do believe it was when I gave a knife to Timber, and then they all went downstairs, and then I think I took a nap while things were going on. And then we kept going to look for the pirates, and then there was an explosion on the beach, which was definitely not done by a Martin. Speaking of Martins, we now have, I don't even know, 5, 6 Martin talkies now?
What?
We're up to 6.
Why?
Okay, so we have 6 Martin talkies. But after we saw the explosion and we sort of found out that they were pirates, we continued onwards to a cove where we found a pirate ship. And then, while everyone else was fighting the pirates, I was left on a tiny boat by Rosalia, unable to do anything.
He was left slowly spinning in place, staring into the water, contemplating his life decisions.
Then after that, we ended up looting the pirate's ship. And by looting, ritually disassembling every single part of it, including everything else.
By looting the ship, we mean looting the ship itself.
Yep. And then after we looted it, we ended up burning it. And then so the rest of the entire party is on the shoreline watching the ship burn right now. And that was pretty much what happened.
Oh yeah, and the captive wants to join our crew. we took one of them prisoner, hopefully to get a bounty on them. And when she saw what was going on, she asked to join our crew. However, she hasn't fully experienced the insanity inherent with being aboard that ship.
She's not the captain.
I said captive.
Oh, I heard captain.
See, I didn't know that, so I wasn't physically there for that, so I was not able to recap that.
Well, when you're doing the
apparently
recap,
also got
the
The wrong
option.
button.
All right,
Oh, we
Timber,
also
why don't
somehow
you
got a Kenku.
salvage this thing? Because, you know.
Good to see that my crew has once again failed their mission. But anyways,
How did we fail?
We found a dagger. You have failed.
How?
We completely bypassed
You
the details of
failed!
the dagger.
Anyways, I got a dagger. I tried to cut myself with it to see how sharp it was, and yep, it was very sharp. Very, very sharp. And then afterwards, I kind of had some alone time, and then something started talking to me. I apparently got a new friend, and I don't even know his name. I just call him Heresy. And then I put him in a jar, and then after that, I cut food with it, and then everyone was screaming, so I go outside and check. And apparently Shiro had a new friend, but the friend wasn't really nice. It's some sort of
Wasn't really a
love that
friend.
rolled him up. It made... I don't know what it was. It was just like... I'll just call it a Shirito, because it rolled him up. So we went and attacked it, and the rug died, I think. Then afterwards, we went to go... I am very good at... I love how nobody's questioning why Tempo knows how to steer the water sled, but at least they don't doubt me with that. So we were going along, and then there was an explosion, and then I called over, and I was like, "Hey, you're pirates, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're pirates." So I'm like, "All right, fine, we'll go shoot them." And then Tanya was all like, "Oh, why am I doing this? I'm giving quarter to the enemy. Why are we doing this?" And then she blasted him anyways and sent him running into the woods. And then we went to go sail some more, and we found some caves, and we went in there, and I showed him how good I was at swimming, and then we went. Oh, and then I told him, well, he's going to be my temporary hat warmer, because the captain's hat needs to stay warm at all times. I didn't want to get it wet before I went off, so I gave it to him. You see, I got this really cool idea that they don't think I'm the captain, and then when I show up, they're like, "Oh, you're not the captain," and I'm like, "Ha ha! I fooled you with my awesome stratagem." And then we were fighting some pirates, and then we killed them, and then we started stealing all the stuff, and I was like, "Ha! How does it feel to be stolen from, stealers?" And then we got some stuff. I got a new shield, and then I found a totally secret bread that is too dangerous, so along with everything else, I just added it to the pile of secrets that nobody knows about because I'm so good at hiding stuff. But, blessed be the mind too small to doubt. They don't know the true and honest way, so I must protect them from all this heresy of the infinite bread that could destroy economies or whatever. Now that I think of it, maybe I should destroy the economy. Then the heathens would be easier to destroy. But no, I will not do that because the Empress wants us to fight them at their strongest to prove our superiority. Oh,
Like Goku.
and then I was telling yes, exactly like that. Anyways, we blew up the ship. It was really cool. We got even more martens. We got like 5 of them. I can count that high. I'm so proud of myself. Anyways, we blew up the ship, and now we're ready to fight the...
If we be adventurers, let us adventure.
Yeah, we're gonna adventure now. Sheesh. Yep. We're ready to fight the cat. We're ready to fight the enemy captain.
Well, we had like 4 influences during this. So my first question is, outside of Sim, who is fine with being a marten for at least a day? Is anyone opposed to being one?
Hey, as long as it's not permanent.
I am very opposed.
I'm already
Rosalia?
crippled.
Are you opposed, Rosalia?
If I end up getting turned into a marten, I can guarantee you it will cause the PTSD to trigger and stay triggered until she gets turned back.
Is that an opposed?
That's a soft opposed.
Okay.
Just telling you what would happen if you did do that.
Well, you will be odd and Lyrius will be even, and I'm going to roll a dice to see who is the Martin. It is even. Milo, this will not change any of your stats or abilities. It will not change your racial features. It's just for one day in game, you are temporarily a Martin.
Meh.
He finally pokes his head out from below decks. Hey guys, what's going? Son of a!
Well, this is
Well, I
unexpected.
mean, everyone else was a Martin. Now he knows Now he knows how it's like.
Well, I'm shorter than usual. I lack antlers, and I hate this. What are the odds?
The second influence is Timber. A tiny rain cloud appears above your head, and it starts to rain down upon you. Regardless of how much you move, for one in-game hour, the rain cloud will follow you.
Oh, come on, Empress. I just took a bath last episode.
Maybe she's disappointed at something that you've done recently. Have you been doing anything related to heresy recently?
I dissolve this! I accept this fate, Empress. Wash me of my sins, please.
I would interpret that as a yes.
I would too, yes.
So,
And-
hi, new
You see,
friend.
my crew does not trust their glorious and true and honest captain.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It seems like the Empress spoke already. Unless some of the stuff we got off that ship might have been cursed or protected. Quizzin! Could you go through anything even remotely shiny that we took off that ship and check it for curses?
All of the shiny objects, the ones that looked especially shiny, are currently hidden away.
I mean, there's this bird! Oh, we did forget to mention, Milo, we stole a bird.
Oh yeah, we forgot all about the bird.
I mentioned them. You didn't listen to my recap. I said we got a ship.
You got a ship. You didn't say anything about a bird.
No, he just said
He's
chef.
the chef.
Chef.
Ah.
I mentioned him. Well, I'm sorry, Roselia, that your mind is so open to new ideas instead of fortified and strengthened by being totally closed to everything. Anyways, I mentioned him, but you let it pass because you're conscripted.
Yep. We have our Swedish chef bird, who is the source of my new favorite quote: "You commit to bacon, you become the bacon."
He has 2 knives.
Lyrius is currently getting pounced by 5 Martens.
Sweet mother of God, get them off me!
Let's see. 1, 3, 5, 2, 6.
Good job.
We have 6 Martens.
I'm annoyed that you somehow ended up at the right number.
Okay, fine. 2. We have 2 Martens.
Yes, we only have 2. This will give me peace of mind.
Well, you see, the Martin pile counts as 1, and because you guys had 7 Martins altogether, there's 1 by itself, and then the 6 in the pile is just 1.
I will
I'm
accept
telling you,
this, Sam.
Roselia, we just need a really tall trench coat.
You know, I
Don't
kind of
give
just
me-
want to see if we could make that work. Just because I want to see somebody have an existential meltdown when the person in front of them melts down.
Roselia,
What?
So,
remind me, when we're done with this, that we need a trench coat for all of our Martins. Just in case there's, someplace we need to go where we can't take 5 Martens. We'll just take one really tall Marten in a trench coat.
I refuse to
He's
take
very
part in
lumpy.
this.
I know you mean in character, but I just imagine you leaving the Discord.
He just
Instead of-
leaves the
instead of
entire
3
campaign.
Instead of 3 kobolds in a trench coat, it's 6 Martens in a trench coat.
It's like forming Voltron, but Martin
Form up Flufftron.
Martron. I hate it.
I say let's head back down the coastline, head back to town.
No, we
Uh,
still have to kick the captain's butt.
Don't we still have to find the captain of the pirate ship?
Yes.
Do we really? I mean, we've destroyed their ship. I'm pretty sure that knocked them out of commission. The town guard can mop up what's left. And we even have
Rosalia?
one of their crew for interrogation.
Rosalia,
What?
as your true and honest captain, we are not leaving this place until we get the pirate captain.
So
He must pay. I have obtained something that is very important, and it is empty. And I need it to. I need the captain.
one moment. What
I'm
were you
upset
saying,
that
Darius?
legally I have to follow that command.
You want to say something?
Oh, I was gonna say, you just want his hat, don't you?
I already have a hat.
He stole a hat from his captain's quarters.
I know, but like, it just seems so you to steal the other captain's hat.
Just
I think
to
he
let-
just. I think it's just the conquest calls him.
Can I run an insight check to see if I could figure out what Timber means by the cap? Whatever he said.
The DM is actually trying to say something.
I was just going to give a quick description for Lyrius. So, the ship would have been anchored slightly close to a cliff, and there is a cave in front of you with a slightly open bay-like area inside the cave. It looks like a ship could fit in there. Since you were not here last session, I could just say Lyrius was asleep, but there used to be a ship in that cave. Now there is some wooden wreckage amongst the ashen water, as the ship had been completely demolished, burned, and exploded into multiple pieces. You would have been taken into this little bay area by your ship's little rowboat when you came over here.
And you want to go look for him in what I can only describe as soup.
Well, there are caves heading deeper in. They were told that there should be the captain down there.
Alright. Alright. This crew is slowly breaking my willpower to live.
Canonically, the reason Timmy hasn't been in is because they broke Karos's will so much he put himself into a coma, banging his head.
I thought he was just curled up under his bunk this whole time. Martin's just bringing him a scrap of food every morning.
I am a grave cleric. I am the line between life and death, and man, I am debating on crossing over to the other side.
1 second. Shiro, what level are you?
I'm 4.
Huh. For some reason, I
why?
put in that you are level 5 on your character card.
Wow.
He's just such a good
Fixed.
boy. He's a level ahead of us.
Yeah, he has 1 level in Good Boy. He has the special. He has the cantrip head pat.
All right, add time was redeemed, but I cannot do that yet. Not, but I will do the emote only chat.
All right, Dungeon Master, we are ready to continue.
I still want to see if I can run an insight check on the tone that Timber used to say that.
Timber, are you fine with him rolling insight?
Sure.
That did not roll at all. That was just a drop.
It went thud.
Well, I'll say that Timbo really seems like he wants the enemy captain for a particular reason,
One moment.
as if he wants to take something from him.
One moment.
His life at this point.
He's a conquest paladin. Conquest gonna conquest.
There's only one section of this cavern that leads further in, and it's a twist-in cave that looks mainly natural, though there are parts that are clearly excavated and dug out. And as you travel further and further, you kind of go into a much smaller but still open section of cavern. This one looks much more natural, except for the entrance you used to go in. And a little bit deeper in the room, you can see 2 torches being held up by a man each, as someone else is hidden behind a wooden structure. At this distance, you guys probably wouldn't be seen, and they're a little bit down. You can kind of only see the tops of them from here.
How many feet away are we?
Don't teach
One
my
moment.
hamster to suck eggs.
We're 1 feet away.
About 40 feet away.
Alright, we're going to attempt to close the gap to 30 without alerting them.
Roll stealth.
Can we see them?
You can just barely see them. They are behind cover at this angle.
I would like to use a point of luck.
Timbo will gladly march up straight to them, being the distraction, so if anyone wants to hide.
Okay, if he's distracting, can I make the stealthy advantage roll without burning a luck point?
You already rolled stealth, so no in this case. You can use the luck point if you wish.
Nah, I'll use the luck point. Oh!
Oh, that was almost 2.
I saw!
Both Rosalia and Timber, since you guys are moving in this cave, can you both roll D100s for me?
Oh, we haven't rested since the last session, right?
We took a short rest.
Short rest isn't a long rest, and I need that to restore luck, which means that was my last point of luck, I think?
Yes.
Ooh.
Why are you rolling a D100?
I asked both of you to.
How do you roll a percentile?
You
Right-click the
right-click on
D10.
the D10.
There we go.
Timber, as you walk out, there is a slight magical glow under your feet. It glows brighter for a moment before fizzling out as if it didn't exist. For you, Rosalia, a different kind of glow. This one is red. It gets brighter and brighter as you start sneaking, and suddenly you feel light and airy and as if you are being tickled all over yourself. It's nothing too strong, but it's a weird feeling, and it's hard not to laugh.
I'm still going to make the attempt not to laugh while backpedaling away from the... Would that be a con save?
I would say con save, yeah. You easily keep yourself from laughing. That feeling of being tickled is slowly subsiding as you back up.
So getting close is going to be a problem.
Timber, what are you saying as you try to distract them?
I see them, correct?
Did you step forward like you said you would?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, you can see them.
What do I see?
one moment. I am sharing the little map for this area.
It's loading.
Is it still loading up?
Yeah, I see it.
I see
I
it.
see 3 things.
First glance, it kind of looks like a face.
And I'm just checking the party sheet. Alright, everyone can also see a tiny rat. They are behind the person to the north of the little statue thing.
Question, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Is this the guy from the locket?
From this distance and with how he's behind the thing, you could roll perception, but it would be at a disadvantage.
I will try that.
Hey, what about a locket?
Remember the locket that blew Timber's face?
Oh yeah.
That would be abilities, right? Or skill? Perception. Two tens.
Yeah. 10, 10, 10. The dice have spoken. It is 10.
From this distance, it's a little hard to see, but from what you can, it looks like it is the same person, yes.
Timbo will march up to them until they acknowledge that he exists.
I would like one more D100. So, as you walk, you feel another magical sigil under your feet, and as you're going, this feels like a gust of wind blowing against you. It's not strong enough to push you back or stop you from walking forward. It feels like it should be stronger, yet it's weak, and it barely does anything to halt your progress.
Is it enough to make my cape flow dramatically?
Yes, it is.
Alright, Timbo will march up dramatically.
Priorities.
Go, I have found you!
Rosalia, would you like to be on the left or right?
These are 5-foot squares, right?
Yes.
30. I'm gonna be far off to the right.
Placed yourself, you can move yourself as you wish.
Since I can't get within less than 30 feet, I'm going to be hanging out. Actually, wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. You got me at 20 feet.
I just put you down and then you could move yourself as you want it.
Oh, I should be. What the heck? Why is it not?
For some reason it's saying I have to accept if you move. This was not a
Interesting.
problem last time.
Oh, it's currently set to read only.
But yeah, since you said that I can't get within 30 feet, I wouldn't want to take advantage of an oversight like that.
You can get in 30 feet, it's just as you walked closer, that magical thing happened.
So does it happen a second time?
No, the magic circle kind of happened, you backed off with your stealth roll, you can get closer again. It's just, as you got closer, that magic went off, and it's up to you if you want to risk getting closer.
Yeah, if I want to be able to hit with the darts, I need to be able to get within 20 feet. If I want to be able to hit with the sling, I have to get within 30. I'm going to go with the 30 as the distance. 50, 25. So that would be... Actually, yeah, right where you put me.
Sorry,
So-
was a little distracted. For the record, Karma would be on Timber's shoulder, and Karma is riding on Shiro.
I'll have you kind of in the corner show that you're on top of them.
With 90 permutations of that, that means that currently there is at least one Martin out there named Carmel.
So, Timber, you step forward, the wind starts to blow and bellow around the room, making your cape swish behind you, and as you stand there, the light of the torches reflect and dance across your armor, and one of the two guards kind of turn around as they notice you, and they look up, and it's like, "Who are you? How did you get past the rest of the crew?"
Temple will apply. Judgment Day has come.
We looted your ship,
For you,
and
life is now forfeit to the Walden Inquisition.
we looted your ship and destroyed it, and killed the two that were out there, as well as captured the other one. Also, do you know that your chef couldn't speak?
Of course he can't speak.
Jim? You're totally ruining my moment.
How's the DM ruining your moment?
Karma, you're totally ruining my moment.
Oh, sorry.
baby.
I'll be quiet.
I have destroyed everything that you have, and now I have come to destroy you.
Martin on
As
hold.
he's going, do blah 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 blah.
Doom, 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 doom.
You hear that? It's the sound of your doom.
I'm gonna sing the Doom song now.
Thank you, Karma, for giving me the doom song.
But of course.
You hear that? It is your doom song. You are doomed.
Ask that
Can
for
Timbo
food.
intimidate them with the doom song?
Roll straight intimidation. Just a moment. So, the one you can barely see doesn't seem to have given a reaction just yet. Though, the one on the left, I think we should probably, listen to this guy. What are you talking about? The one on the right says. He's just a puppy. We're going to put you 6 feet under.
Timbo smiles and goes, never mess with somebody who wants to die.
Well, you just robbed them of their greatest intimidation line. Do you want to die? Yes.
I'm going to quickly list the enemy tokens.
You must be suicidal to be around here. Yes.
Why, yes, I am.
Sorry, I noticed I had set them up wrong. They should be set up right now, and you should be able to see their names, even though you don't know them yet. Various is the one who was afraid while Durin was not.
Wait, what? I was afraid of what now?
Timber was intimidating the people in front of him, and one was slightly afraid.
Oh my god.
You can back off now if you wish. Though, if you want to fight, I will make sure you all suffer. The person behind the statue kind of steps out from behind. He is wearing a fabulous overcoat that kind of goes down to behind his knees. And on his side is a sword that gleams. And he has a very nice looking captain's hat, almost as nice as the one that Timber left on the ship with Raoul.
Temple will smile and go, "For the Empress I shall endure any fate."
So that was a success for whoever rolled a thing.
Karma's bored and shoots out an energy beam at Various.
Well, they succeeded.
Okay, so they dodged it.
The beam of energy flies out, and you thought you were going to get this person off guard, and as the beam flies through the darkness of the cave, they just step to the side and it crashes into stone behind them. You think that you'd be able to get me that easily? You're not as strong.
Yeah, that's just a warning shot.
I'm just
Trust me, he's
bored.
a lot more dangerous than that.
I'm just bored. That's all.
Temple draws his longsword and says, "Prepare to die, heathen!"
They will draw their weapons as well.
I would like to take this opening, since I was laying in wait, hiding off to the side. Called shot against Durin. I'd like to aim for his throat with a dart.
Alright. Cold shots are normally disadvantaged, but I would give you advantage because of the stealth, so roll straight.
God damn it.
Sure. At least it's a silent weapon.
Yeah, well, depends on whether or not he notices the dart shooting past him.
You throw the dart, and to you hear it fly through the air, though as it flies past the person and embeds itself into the wooden figure by them, you notice that they keep looking at Timber and did not notice your attack.
Alright, it's going to take me a moment to get another dart ready to fire, so I guess I'm out of rotation until initiative rolls.
With that, though, I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Yes!
With my legendary +1.
Yep, typical Timber roll.
Classic Timber initiative.
As Timber mentioned... Yes?
Just that super low initiative basically means he declares combat and then all of us end up springing out of the shadows before any of the exchanges happen.
Well, yeah, he's being very prim and proper about combat, and you guys were like, charge, charge!
Who are you? And Timber chuckles. I'm the distraction. Wait, what?
As Timber draws his blade, so does the three. Having only seen Timber and the marten on his shoulders to begin with, they're not aware nor ready as the combat starts. And starting with Karma.
Let's see here. We'll start with my favorite. Combustion. At level 3.
They succeeded.
Okay, so they are not set on fire. But they still take half damage, which is automatically applied.
The captain's clothes catch on fire as your magic works its way across him, though he's very quick and pats at it. And it looked like it should have done damage to his outfit, yet it did not, or at least not that you can tell. And he kind of grins down at you, well, across you. You're going to have to do better than that. And as he says that, he moves his hand forwards, and Varys, seeing him tell them to attack, charges forward to attack the timber. Timber, they are striking you twice.
Alrighty.
They cleave their sword down through the air, and you can hear it whiz next to your ear. For a moment, you kind of puff out your chest because yet another person was unable to hit, and then they bring it, and as you had moved, it opened up a mini chink in your armor around the waist, and it digs into it, dealing... Let me just roll the damage. 7 points of damage as the blade digs into your side.
Temple barely makes a noise.
Oh.
That.
So now it is Kerma's turn?
Yep.
Cool. Let me just finish the Stream Raiders real fast. I'll bring my rogue. Alright, for Kuma! They will launch an energy beam. Did they succeed or fail?
They failed.
Yay! Lightning. And that's it.
Varys' body twitches and trembles, Rosalia, as the lightning hits into them and causes their nerves to just go haywire across their body.
Alright, so I'm still stealth, right?
Yes.
I'm going to attempt the called throat shot against Durin a second time. So the advantage and disadvantage negate each other, right?
Yes.
Come on! Don't be a dick. Why? Damn it!
I should also have this set up right, Rosalia, where you can drop these attacks on the enemy.
Oh, alright. I want me to try that then?
Next time you attack, I was just letting you know.
Yeah, I actually forgot that that's a thing I can do.
In this case, the dart whizzes by him yet again, and I am going to roll for him. It seems like he doesn't notice as the dart silently flies through the air and embeds itself very close to the other one.
What Looney Tunes bullshit is this?
Very bad perception. The captain looks about the battlefield, and he turns his eyes to you, Rosalia. Now that he's actually looking about, he had a check to see, and he notices you. Drawing a bladed weapon from his side, he throws it right at you. And with that, I'm gonna roll some damage.
Deflect missiles?
Yeah, that I have deflect missiles.
So this is going to be 6 damage flying at you.
A moment. Starting at 3rd level, you can use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a ranged weapon attack. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your monk level. So how much damage was it?
6 in this case.
That's fully negated. If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile if it is small enough for you to hold in one hand, and you have at least one hand free. If you catch a missile in this way, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack, damn straight, with the weapon or piece of ammunition you just caught as part of the same reaction. You make this attack with proficiency regardless of your weapon proficiencies, and the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack. Durin must die! The range on this is 20, 60 feet, 5, 10, 50. Yeah, he's within range.
Can you do it against anyone or only the person who attacked you?
I believe it's against anyone. Yeah, it doesn't have to be targeted him. It's anyone within 20 feet for regular or 60 feet with disadvantage.
He throws the dagger and it just ends up going into Dawn.
Alright, now I burned a key point earlier in the fight against the other pirates, which means if I burn the key point now, that means I'll have 1 key point left.
Key point should come back on short rest. I did short rest everyone. I'm not sure if it auto refilled.
They're not indexed on my character sheet. I have to keep track of them in my head.
Okay.
Alright. So, do I treat this as dart attack then?
You would treat this as your regular attack, and it is a thrown dagger, which is 1d4 plus, I believe, your dex to damage? So treat it like your dart.
Yeah, still have to roll to hit. And did that hit?
It managed to hit, yes.
Oh, finally. That's 1d4 piercing, right?
Yes.
Because it's a knife that I'm throwing.
I can only imagine the guy throws a knife into the darkness and then the knife comes back and hits Dawn.
Rosalia, you catch the blade of the knife between your 2 fingers, flick it up, catch the hilt, and throw it right back. It doesn't hit the captain who threw it, but instead it stabs into Darian's shoulder, who lets out a curse as the blade falls out of its own accord, but now he's bleeding.
Care to try again?
Right, no, Tempo's gonna be like, stop hitting your own dudes!
The captain kind of rolls his eyes, and walking past his ally, he gets closer to Timber. Oh, just you wait, that's nothing.
Alright, so I see the captain walking towards us, right?
Yes.
At least I assume that's the captain, considering they're wearing a hat and a coat.
That is the mark of a captain, a hat. There's a lot of captains at the port town.
Alright, so I'm going to move slightly to the right so that I have a better angle. Don't want to hit Timber after all. And I shall cast a warbling bolt of energy at him. That's the nat 20.
Oh, nice!
Alright.
Might need a crit card?
Zimmy zim zim.
Sorry, was a little distracted for a moment. Ooh, a magic one.
Yeah, magic crit.
And it's currently untyped because I have not rolled damage yet.
See, this is your good boy bonus in effect.
How would this be my good boy bonus effect?
The game knew you were being a good boy, so it gave you a nat 20.
It threw you a bone. Haha!
I want to hate you for that.
Blink and you'll miss it. Quadruple damage. And the target must make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target is unable to see you for 1 minute.
You hit him right in
Now,
the face with a chaos
so
bolt.
as far as this goes, you're going to roll an attack again.
That hit?
No, that's just to clear the crit.
It needs a hit to clear it, right?
No, you just have to roll the
That's
attack
just-
again. Now you are going to click and drag the dice, and right click until you have quadrupled the number of dice.
So
And he
4
needs
times
to,
damage.
yeah.
So 8d8.
Ouch!
8d8 and 4d6.
We will
So, yeah.
count the first 2 dice for determining the damage type.
Okay,
But-
I'm just gonna roll this into the chat so I don't roll it onto him.
No, roll it on him.
Roll on him.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
damage type would be poison.
Oh no.
Oh, oops.
DM,
Yes.
since one of the effects here is that the target's unable to see them for 1 minute, and since this is quad damage, can we say that he did manage to nail him right in the face with it?
This is much more than the face. This is the entire front of his body.
That is 57 damage of poison.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Good job, Shiro.
Just so at the resounding thunderclap from this, I'm just slowly turning towards Shiro. Like, what the fuck, man?
Was the 2d8 supposed to be damage, or was that just the damage type?
Damage. It's you roll 2d8 and 1d6 damage, while the 2d8s determine what type of damage it is.
And then
Okay.
you only rolled 68 for the remainder rather than 8d8, which was the total damage.
Just was making sure.
I think that's like one of the most powerful hits that ever happened on the stream so far.
I mean, we're level 4. It's not really supposed to happen.
So, just he normally has this little pew pew pew. This time, when he went to cast it, he just managed to do it ever so perfectly and cocoon.
A very powerful energy wells up around you, and it starts to gain a green tint as you will it forward, and the entire well of energy just kind of splashes against the captain like a tidal wave. He takes a step back as it goes across him, burning at his skin and searing him with the poison before finally the magic fades, and he looks very heavily damaged from that.
Shiro's just gonna give a slightly shaky, innocent grin. That's his turn.
I'm fighting with my poison.
Alright.
So,
Toshime! Sorry, real quick. Toshime, thank you so much for that donation. The donation goal has been completed. Also, I suppose I should get that Martin video off. Go ahead, Lyria.
you can speak as a free action on other people's turns, right?
Yeah.
Generally let them talk first, but yes.
The nearest opportunity, I'm just gonna shout to him. It's not too late to surrender.
Go ahead, Lyrius. Sorry for that.
Alright. No, it's fine. I think it was Various last one that was nailed, right? Which one was hit the hardest? Captain Rapine, Various.
Captain.
Ren.
The captain just,
The
just
captain.
like a lightning bolt to the face. Well, to the
Poison
everything.
bolt.
Yeah, poison bolt to the everything.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pop Toll the Dead on him. How do I roll this thing? In a bit.
Oh, guys, remember when Shiro got poisoned? This is his revenge.
No, the robots. The robots are back.
No, when he opened the
No,
opened
Timber.
the treasure chest.
When I got pricked by the treasure chest.
Yeah, Timber, you were breaking up there. That's why I was saying the robots are back.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, so I
How about
just pop. There we go.
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah. Very cool. He takes 6 damage.
Alrighty, and I will roll the save. He succeeds in this case.
Dang. So I'll move over by this wall.
If it said he healed and then got wounded again, that's just because I had to put in the damage myself. I didn't change any health.
All good. Okay. Glad this little token exists, but I just want to move my character.
Sorry, I had a... To here?
Yeah. Alright. No, that's the end of my turn. Can't really do too much. Where do I hit the end turn button here?
There should be a little flag. Well,
A
a
little-
arrow next to it.
Yep.
Yeah, it should be on the bottom of combat trackle to the left.
Yeah, no, it's just not showing up. That's the problem.
I can hit it
It's
for
the
you in this
crossbow.
case.
Please do. Thank you.
All right, Timbo will take his longsword and he will attack the captain.
Alrighty.
At disadvantage because he's. Does that hit?
So, under normal conditions, this would have hit, but as you go to hit, the captain very quickly draws his weapon from his side and parries your blow, using his reaction to do so, and he kind of grins as he slaps your blade out of the way. Did you think I'd be that easy?
And as he says that, Timbo shield bashes. Roll athletics or acrobatics versus Timbo's athletics or be knocked prone.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
He will roll athletics. You see, you two rolled on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Oh no!
He rolled a 1 with a +10.
So he's like, "You think that would be so easy to be sure?" And then Timbo just bashes him to prone.
Did you think it would be that?
Timbo finishes his turn.
I'm not going to let you hurt the captain like that. Durin is going to yell as he attempts to stab you 2 more times.
Durin's the one in the back.
Oh, sorry.
There he is,
I
the one up front.
forgot to move him. He can move up though. He goes to attack twice. His first attack bounces off of your armor, while his second attack was a nat 1.
Oh my god.
The Empress is on my
These
side.
rolls are making up for last session's rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So, called?
Slash and damage, nat 1.
Zim.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's some stuff going on at the house.
Okay.
No worries.
Alright, slashing damage, not 1. Is it melee?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Pulled muscle. You deal half damage on your next 2 attacks.
Alrighty,
Someone's
I've
not
marked that down.
properly hydrated.
So, no, see, this is what happens when you stick the knife into his shield while he's mid-parry. You just get your arm yanked.
He slashed once, and it just bounced off the armor. The second time kind of got caught in it, and as Timber, took a step back, it pulled him forward with it, and now he's shaking his arm, trying to get the feeling back in it.
Oof. It's like hitting a metal pipe with a piece of metal. It's the worst.
Tim was a very dense boy.
Yes, he is. He is the densest.
The
Try
most
mine.
densest material.
Alright. I know what I'll do. Commander's sight on... We'll do it on various. So basically everybody has advantage on attack rolls against various until the start of my next turn.
Is this a magic that's easily seen, by the way?
Not really. It's
In which
not
case-
magic.
As you use this, Various is unsure that you've done so, and thus he is going to try to attack Timber as well. Just moving it so I can actually roll it on Timber. Both slashes manages to get in chinks of your armor, as you take a total of 16 damage as the blade slashes twice through your flesh.
Temple takes it.
Just got stapled.
Oh, you think you're strong? Just wait. I can do much worse.
You know, that's what the last pirate said.
Quick question. The stone here. How tall is that stone barrier?
It is a slope going down. So it's
Alright.
it's about 5 feet down.
I forgot
what
to
is it-
add some stuff. I'll get that done in a bit. Did he
Alright.
succeed or fail?
Succeeded.
Damn. Well, that's it for Kerma's turn.
Alright, so what does that count as in terms of obstacles? The
5 extra
barrier.
feet. 5 extra feet of movement.
Alright. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 feet to get directly behind him. And then 35. No, I can't go inside the statue, so 35, 40. I think I have 40 feet of movement speed. Yeah, I have 40 feet of movement speed.
Monks get a lot of movement speed.
So, Rose is going to go running up that wall to come directly behind them. I'm going to be burning a key point to do flurry of blows, spreading my 3 total attacks between the 3 of them as I do a drive-by attack. So basically to run up the wall and then leap from head to head, kicking as I go. Basically what's going on there.
You're Goomba
On
stomping them.
various, you have advantage.
Yeah, that's like Goomba stomping, using the wall as a ramp.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Would any of them have an attack of opportunity on this? Considering them
No.
coming up behind them?
No.
You haven't left their thing. One more to the left than the captain might have.
Well, I just
Wait.
need to know if I should leave her there or move her to the end destination first.
On the captain and on various, you have advantage walls.
Really? Oh yeah, because of the.
captain's clone.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
Please, I do something nice and you guys immediately forget. Or
Yes.
not you guys.
Who minded
prone?
him?
Just Rosalia.
because it's just the next attack that counts.
I mean, that's 2 advantages.
Well, I
Alright,
mean,
so-
yeah.
Captain of areas that I have advantages on.
Yes.
Oh, nice!
Koopa Stomp!
Dun, dun, dun.
Double 20.
As Sim gets the card, roll the attacks for other ones, please.
God has decided you must die now.
Do you have advantage on?
Durin, are you
We-
blessed? What the hell?
We just said why she had advantage on the captain. He got knocked prone.
Oh.
Because of Timble.
Oh wait, so he's prone, which means he's on his back. So I just stomped his gut. No wonder I got a crit. I used him as a springboard.
Tanya,
Yeah.
What?
roll 1d20. Deadly precision. Roll
Already.
a d20. On a result of 12 to 17, the target loses hit points equal to half of its current total. That is the exclusive card.
One moment.
Oh no. We're only 1/3 of the way through this.
For the record, if you rolled another 20, he would have just been instantly killed. Well, technically reduced to 0, but you know.
Just instantly disintegrated.
No, reduced to 0, but he's still poisoned, which means he would end up dying on the next turn anyway, wouldn't he?
I have
Poison-
added the
poison
damage.
Poison
It was
damage
poison
does
damage,
not necessarily
poison.
mean, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you've added up all the damage for him?
For the losing half of his current total, yes.
Alright, now I roll the damage on that, right?
You do not get any normal damage, it is just that effect.
Alright,
That's
so
still
okay,
probably a lot of damage.
The thing is that while right now, yeah, that card's not as impressive, but if we were up against a dragon at full health or something like that, you'd be knocking out that much damage in one hit.
So,
Just hundreds of damage.
Durin, I'm assuming that a 9 fails.
Yes. And
yeah,
you
just-
still... Just so you know, you still did 22 damage with that crit there.
Damn. So yeah, springboarding off of his gut, then tried to vault at Durin. He is already suspicious as fuck. He manages to dodge, which means I sail through towards Various, who I
has
have an
advantage.
advantage on. And... Oh, did I hit?
You just barely managed to hit.
Yes. And that's 5 damage to Various. Bouncing off of his head, I use my remaining move distance to get that far away.
Oh, what the?
Alright, that's the end of my turn. Did a drive-by attack, and I still couldn't freaking hit Durin.
You still did a good job, Woj.
I know,
So-
but Durin, he's immortal. I can't touch him.
I'm just going to have it where Various did get an attack of opportunity there. I'm just going to quickly roll for...
Technically, all three of them get attacks of opportunities on Rosalia.
Durham would take it as well. The captain already used his reaction.
Okay.
That was for his parry.
So 2.
We'll accept the results of the reactions.
Both of them managed to hit you as you fly by. You missed Durian because he kind of like stabbed at you with his sword, sending you up. And as you kick against Various' shoulder, you actually turn his body into you, and he slashes at your lower leg because of it. Together they deal 12
Half my health
damage to
bar.
you.
That was half my health bar. Oh wait, the attack succeeded against Various, and that was my flurry of blows attack, right?
Yes.
One moment. Wave the open hand. Okay, open hand technique. Yeah. You can impose one of the following effects on the target. Must succeed a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. Must make a strength. Okay, so it's only the next attack that had advantage?
All attacks on Various have advantage until the start of Karma's next turn. However, I'm pretty sure that you cannot use... What are you trying to do here?
Because it's a feature of open hand technique. If I succeed on a flurry of blows attack, I can flavor it.
Okay, which book is open hand from? Ah, there
I think
it
that's
is.
his call.
If I remember right, this acts similar to Smite, where as long as it hits, Rosalia can just choose to do this ability.
Alright.
Okay, yeah. You can do one of those.
Well, I'm gonna say, I must make a strength saving throw. If it fails, you can push it up to 15 feet away from you.
For Various,
Yep, for Various. Alright, and that's... So, do I roll ability for strength?
is it you or he needs to succeed?
He rolls.
He needs to succeed.
He needs to roll a save. It's a DC
Uh,
15, I believe.
It would be 8 plus your... I believe it is...
Wisdom modifier.
8
Okay,
plus your base plus your proficiency modifier.
Alright.
Your base, I believe, would be wisdom for the monk.
Alright, so that's plus 3. My proficiency is plus 2, so that's plus 5. 8 plus 5, that's 13.
He fails and he gets hit 10 feet, was it?
15 feet? Oh, which, because I hit at an angle like that, that means he just got launched directly towards Lyrius? Down the hill towards Lyrius. Oh no.
So would that make it so he couldn't do the attack of opportunity?
No.
No, the attack of opportunity is at our point of contact.
Okay.
As he is being pushed away, he manages to get the slice. And even if normally it wouldn't allow the opportunity because Rosalia forgot about it, I would have kept the attack.
Alright.
Though,
And that is how you play rabbit billiards. I
Trevor
broke.
just watches Rosalia bounce off all of them.
All right, I broke him. You sink him.
Captain's phone.
the captain is going to stand up, shake himself out, and grab a bottle from his hip and down the red liquid from within it.
Oh, you jackalope. Jackanape? Jackin.
He is going to heal that many hit points, so let me just change that up. It looks like your attack still has him winded, Rosalia, but he's recovered a lot from it as the red liquid goes to work and his wounds start to stitch up. He kind of grins and turns to Timber because he had to stand up and lost half of his movement. Oh, this is going to be fun, he says as he tries to stab at you with his weapon. And this is a rapier, so he's actually stabbing. My captain rolled a nat 20.
Ooh.
All right, give me just one moment to finish this, and I'll get the card up.
You guys think you have the nat 20s, but so does Captain.
There's that deck. What type?
This is a piercing melee.
Oh my, I just realized
Oh.
something. We have 2 points of communal luck. I didn't use them. I could have used them. Damn it!
Damn this leg. Permanently, when entering combat, make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, you have disadvantage on strength and dexterity-based attacks for 1d4 rounds. This does mean only normal
so
damage.
con save?
There's no. This is an effect that is in effect. This is something permanent.
So you now have a lame leg.
Every time you enter combat from now on, you have to succeed on a DC 12 con save, or you have disadvantage on. We'll want to make a note on this. In fact, I'll go borrow Chim's computer real quick to do so.
So he had the arm get screwed up. Now he's got the leg screwed up. Did he get his eye messed up too?
No, it was just the arm.
It's just
Which is
the arm.
Somebody got their eye messed up. Who was that?
No, that was going to be Timber. He stabbed himself with the dagger, got a nat 20, and it would have stabbed himself in the eye.
But because he's stabbing himself, obviously he wouldn't aim for his freaking eye.
Yeah, he was aiming for the arm, but that's where the eye came from.
Okay.
Note to self,
He's trying very
when
hard.
we get back to town, we need a helo to fix crippled Timble.
He's trying very hard to be a pirate. He wants the big
Temple.
leg and the hook hand.
Oh my gosh. I can so see that with the...
Oh my god.
Sorry, he's just showing me how to put this note in for Timber. Now, I don't like to permanently hurt my players without giving them some sort of option, so while I don't have one right now, you probably will eventually have an option to fix this.
That means that I can fix the PTSD with therapy.
The inputs I shall endure. And then damage?
Sorry, I need to roll
damage?
that.
It would be just
So-
normal damage, by the way. No crit damage. Make sure you clear the crit, though.
Can do. So roll attack again, just to clear. It was sliding on 20 for a moment, and then it rolled on 16. Though, I hope you enjoy Timber, because he rolled low and still dealt 8 points of damage to you.
Timble's not looking too good.
You're both looking very beaten and battered as he grins at you with bloody teeth. See? Told you. I can bring it too.
So, I'm going to try and replicate the same feat. I'm going to try and toss another ball of energy at the captain. This time I'm going to try twin spell to also target the other pirate that's standing next to the captain.
Can do.
And can I use one of the communal luck points to roll another dice for that one?
It would have been communal advantage, so you can use one of your wild luck points.
Sadly, I don't have any. I used
Oh.
them both.
Yeah, you have to choose to use it before you attack. Sorry.
If I knew you didn't have...
luck points you don't, but I forgot it was a communal advantage. Well, I'm going to use the communal advantage against the other guy then.
Now that I know you're out of luck points, I know I can search you. You almost got that 20.
Hold on. How are you doing that?
I used the communal advantage.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
So you just burned one of our luck points?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't think it did anything.
The
Unfortunately.
magic... It was really strong at first. It felt like it was going to be just like the other spell. And as this wave of magic gets towards the pirate, it gets like weaker and weaker until just a tiny little drop of it touches upon his cheek.
Just imagine just like a giant burst of flame and then just a hiccup burp, just a little split of tiny flame that comes out afterwards.
Just little.
It was a tiny love letter. You just gave him a peck on the cheek. Mwah.
Oh, that was kind of embarrassing.
Well,
Alright.
Delirious has a sacrifice in front of him.
I do. Let's see.
He's prone, isn't he?
Does your ability knock them prone as well, or just 15 feet?
Well, I would assume if it's knocking them 15 feet back, they would end up prone.
Technically, that is not written in there, so no. But it is still, Various still does have the commander's sight active on him.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna say that is a incline there that's 5 feet high, and he got rocketed towards it. Could roll an athletics check.
That's fair enough. I'll roll one.
I'm also going to say, Rosalia, you've been getting a lot of slack on stuff that you're not actually able to do.
How so?
Like, that whole bouncing between all three of them is not something you can actually do.
Well, it was supposed to be running behind them. She just flavored it as bouncing on top.
Yes, but you cannot move through an enemy's square. Period.
It wasn't.
I was behind them. The numbers that I ran for distance were for behind.
But how would you have gotten behind them?
I jumped up the cliff.
She went around
Only
him.
5 feet.
So the stone wall here is basically 5 extra feet of movement. She went down, went behind, stopped there. Fury of Blow hit all 3, and then moved there with the rest of her.
Wait, so they're at the bottom of the hill, not at the top.
Can kind of do either or, but I was assuming that would have been the bottom. Either way.
Yeah, the movement speed that I calculated, it took into account that the incline counted as two movement squares, and I added it up, and where my character ended up with, that's where I ran out of move speed, traveling behind them.
And earlier in the game, we made the call that you can attack then move, so that was a legal attack and move.
Well, I do also have burst of speed.
Sorry for all this though, Darius. You may use your turn.
How bad's Timber off? I could kill the guy in front of me, but if he's pretty jacked up, I might as well heal him.
Timbo's pretty jacked up.
All right. I'm gonna use my
Karma
spell
can get him.
slot.
Or you can do it. Up to you.
Okay.
So, because Timber is heavily armored, just to give this flavor, you don't see the cuts and gashes in his body. Instead, you just see the blood pooling out from the chinks in his armor and moving down him like a little water fountain.
Use Cure Wounds on Timber at second slot. I It's not coming up. Where is that? Ah, there we are. Alright, higher level, second slot. Increased by 1d8 for slot of the first, so it's 2d8. So. How do I grab two of these? Just grab 2d8?
Right click, and then you have the option of 2 and other numbers.
There you go.
I will change your health for you, Timber.
Thank you. Timbo picks himself up a little bit. He was kind of slouching a bit from the injury, but now he's more up.
It had hurt to stand straight with the multiple gashes on your side, but as they start to close up, you can stand without blood just pouring down out of your body. Anything else, Lyrius?
Nope. It's really all I can do. I can only use one thing per turn, so... Here we go.
Alright, con save, right?
That's only when entering
12.
combat.
Well,
You don't need to
would
worry
that
about
apply
that
now?
right now. Yeah, you're good.
Jim, check the duration
well-
on that. It might be set for just one round.
Will do.
Well, since that guy who's guided on is gone, Timbo will attack the captain with his longsword, but he will use his bonus action for plus 10 to hit, despite disadvantage. He can only do this one.
Alrighty. And I don't know how to make the duration infinite, so I just gave it 10,000 rounds. I'm pretty sure that'll give me enough time.
Yeah.
If this
We'll
battle
figure it
lasts
out
for
in
10,000
rounds.
rounds, something's gone horribly wrong.
Alright, let's see. Captain. Plus 10. This uses his bonus action.
In the middle of combat, the guards come to help. That hits. For a moment, I thought you got a crit because I forgot about the plus 10.
Yeah. Let's see. Timbo will do his regular damage and he'll dump a smite into him. Wait, whoops, sorry. That was a long dice. I wish it was 20 damage. And then 2d8.
I know you're probably just tired, but it's kind of funny hearing you sound like that when Timber's this damaged.
Yeah. For 8 more radiant damage.
Ironically enough, you just damaged him to the point where he was before he healed.
And that's Timbo's turn.
Now, Rose put a lot of work into putting those injuries on you. You will wear them with pride.
Yeah. Timbo stabs him and then the healing potion comes out.
So-
He just slapped him with his
Revoked.
sword.
Just revoked the healing potion. Veto.
Durin is going to look over Timber, and he didn't notice the heal. He just still sees the blood that has pooled out of him. The captain has you. I'm going to deal with a pest. And he's going to turn around and go to attack Rosalia.
Attack of opportunity.
Go ahead.
Which one's that? That's Dorian? Yeah, okay. Wait, no, it would be at disadvantage.
It's fine, you missed.
Still missed. I was just seeing if it was a 1.
Okay, fair enough. You go a swing, but Darian is very quick on his feet and manages to duck out of the way as he goes to stand as he brings his blade towards Rosalia, aiming for the gut as he brings it up. And manages to slice through it, bringing his sword back down to attack again. Though this time missing as you take 8 points of slashing damage as he brings the blade up across your stomach and chest.
Oh, he better hope that I'm not alive on the next turn.
Right now it's Karma's turn.
Karma, help Wazilia!
Fine! But she doesn't like me.
Mechanically, how does the disengage action work, by the way?
It takes your action.
Say again?
It takes your action.
Alright.
Yeah, unless you have an ability that says otherwise, it takes your entire action. Monks and rogues have an ability to do it as a bonus action due to their speed and step of the wind.
I know that rogues do. Do monks really? I know that their step of the wind allows at least dashing.
Step of the wind allows you to dash or disengage as a bonus action.
Huh.
I played a monk before. I know this.
Is that one of the key abilities?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is like the only class I know off the top of my head.
Well, I guess Karma's gonna hop over to Tanya's shoulder. Or Rosalia's shoulder. If she accepts.
Oh, I'm not exactly in a position to refuse. I'm teetering.
And he bites down on her ear.
Why?
For heals.
It's
Oh,
the best way
Stimpack.
to... Yeah, it's the best way to...
saliva
Impact.
into your bloodstream.
We need the Half-Life med pack sound.
You now have a insatiable thirst for eggs.
The Zimpack.
Back, yes. So yeah, he just jumps on my shoulder, bites.
I wish you had a heal sound effect so I could just play it anytime you healed.
Actually, I do have...
Oh, the poke heal.
So, oh yeah, did Varius do his save against being knocked prone on the wall?
I did. He succeeded. And just to let you know, he didn't go the full 15 feet because he hit that wall.
Fair enough. That's probably what kept him from falling over, too. He just kind of back against it.
Varius is going to kind of press off of the wall and step up, moving over to Timber.
They are really focused on him.
Well, they need to take an attack of opportunity to get around, and he has some damage.
Enough.
Once you go down, we're going to get the rest of you. And he rolls to attack. Though due to the shock of the wall, he goes to swing and stumbles, and then brings his blade back up and stumbles in the other direction, completely missing Timber, and not even getting close to him as he gets up next to the Wolven.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get your bell wrong.
It is Kermit's down.
Kerma is going to hop over to Timber's shoulder. And another energy beam at the captain.
And they succeeded.
Fuck.
You know, that's the both up and down side to Mystics. If they succeed, you do next to nothing. If they fail, you murder.
Speaking of, I am going to use Flurry of Blows, and I'm dumping all 3 attacks square into his chest. Well, okay, I'm not using Cold Shot, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I understand. I would just like to remind the entire party that you have one more communal advantage.
Alright, well, I'm going to roll my normal attack.
Nice.
First Flurry of Blows attack. Second Flurry of Blows attack.
All 3 hit. Please roll
Oh.
damage on top of him.
So just 3 of the dice.
Yep.
Nice.
Now, special effects for the Flurry of Blows. Since I have got 2 successful hits, I would like to I'm going to knock him 15 feet back towards the captain with one of them, and the other one make him incapable of taking reactions until the end of my next turn.
I know the reactions have no save. Was it strength for the being knocked back?
Yes. I believe it was a DC 13 to pass.
He fails and gets knocked back. He would be knocked back to there.
So he just went sailing in front of the captain's face. Like, I'm gonna go deal with her. 2 seconds later, "Ah!"
The captain and Timber were clashing rapier and sword, and they both like hit against each other and got like pushed back. And in that moment, there's just a blur as the person flies by.
The 2 captains look to the left and right. Huh? And then they go back at each other.
They both look left to their own person, look right to the other.
Got some Pirates of the Caribbean crap going on here. Alright, do I still have my moves, or do I not?
You still have
You have half of your movement, because once you've blown.
5, 10, 15. Alright, I'm going to... 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna back up to this wall here.
One sec, just allowing that. I don't know why it said it to. I have to allow them. I'm going to fix that later.
Yeah, I'm just backing up to get out of engagement range.
The captain is going to start moving around Timber. Not in he's trying to get behind you. He's keeping your attention. More just standing behind you and the man that just got knocked back and thrown across the room.
At least he's defending his men.
Of course. Now, let me repay the favor. He draws the shield from his back and tries to shield bash you with it.
Athletic?
Yes.
I rolled a 1.
Well, okay.
It was a bludgeoning melee attack.
Quite the riposte. Make a DC 18 strength or dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, take the weapon's normal damage, and the target of this attack may make an attack of opportunity against you with advantage.
On a failed?
Yes.
He got 26.
What the hell kind of bonus does he have?
I don't gotta say. Also, he rolled a 19.
So he's got a bonus of 7. Damn.
That's an insane bonus.
So let's go ahead to get connected.
Hey, this
I mean,
is
Tim
all
has
game
7.
bestiary things.
He has a specifically a saving throw with that kind of bonus.
Save and throw plus 7. Yes.
He is a
Okay.
boss. This is a boss fight. You had to bear that in mind.
In that case, because he used his shield bash and not his other thing, he does not get to use his multi-attack. So, Shiro.
Well, you see.
Do
He
we
just
still have
pushes
that
him
one
to
communal
table.
luck left?
Yeah, we have
I think
one
so.
communal advantage point.
Alright.
So I'm just gonna give a very, very loud yawn. The type that makes other people around you yawn. And I'm going to cast Sleep at... I wonder if I can drop the point on the map.
Just letting everyone know I'm making him wild magic surge.
Oh boy. But how do I actually... No. I mean, I'm trying to get 10. That one.
As you're taking care of this, Milo messaged me he's going to probably have to go in about 15 minutes. Not sure if he'll be back. Just so if he disappears, everyone knows.
Alrighty. How do I... I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this, the other big circle now.
I'm not sure.
Big
But yeah,
circle?
I can't... The big circle.
Very descriptive.
If you're looking at the map...
I don't
Oh
see
wow,
a
that
circle.
just popped up for me.
I
I'm
don't
trying to
see
figure out how to
Holy
get rid
fuck,
of the
how big is this freaking map?
Huh?
I can zoom out so far. Normally it doesn't let me zoom out.
I don't know why.
Clearly, it's normally meant for, like, airship chases.
I just add the map.
That's a huge map.
Look, I just add the map. I don't know why the game automatically makes it as large as a football field.
I've scrolled back
Uh-oh.
37 times. I'm lost.
Single pixel.
Okay, now I see a circle. You can right click on the map, go to pointers, and there is a remove pointers
All right.
button.
Got it. So, I cast Sleep, but you said you were making me Wild Magic Surge?
Yes. I'm just asking use them because the wording for wild magic and such is really weird. It says when you roll 1 or the GM makes you, the magic surges. It doesn't mention if you lose the spell, it just says you have to do the effect on the table.
Effect happens and then the spell happens. Sometimes the effect will cancel out the spell, but if not, then the spell will happen.
Alrighty. Do you have the wild magic table up?
I thought you had it.
I can bring up the D10,000 one.
But I only
You're
rolled
good.
the D100.
No.
Okay, roll.
Bad.
You gotta do it. 10,000.
How am I supposed to roll 10?
68.
You should be able to do slash roll 1d1 or 1d10,000. Ah, there we go. So 1,023.
I'm gonna let you choose between the normal and the insane one, just so we can get used to the insane one.
Considering that the insane one actually has some planet-cracking ones on it.
Yeah, and that laugh does not make me encouraged.
Yeah, I feel like this is a planet crack.
Castor has been carrying a sack full of manure for 1d4 days.
What?
Meanwhile,
so bad.
the other one is you are frightened by the nearest creature until the end of your next turn.
Wait, a sack of manure, has been carrying?
It's wild magic.
So I just retroacted that he was carrying a bag of manure the whole time.
Yeah.
What?
I would say just take the bag of manure.
But pretty much if I accept one or the other, we'll be going with the table for the rest of the time.
At least until, if you choose that table, we will go with it until we decide not to. Because that table can just be like, hey GM, your game? No, fuck you.
I would
Hey
absolutely
GM, your game just
say
ended.
I would absolutely say the world-ending ones we skip. And some of these, it's like the 956, it says Caster forgets everyone's name. However, I would say that would only be for like a day until the next long rest.
Well, it forgets everyone's name. It'd be until they say, oh yeah, I'm such and such. Well, now you know their name again.
Yeah, I think I'll just go with the manure. So apparently I have
We're
my
doing
bag
the
just
$10,000,
really
the
smells.
10,000 one.
So you said for how many days?
You have had one for 1d4 days.
Wow.
The wolf is stinky.
Wow.
You guys smell that?
What dog smell?
And then
Man,
for my actual spell,
For my next trick.
so basically from the person with the lowest hit point in that area, it's 18. I doubt that's gonna make anyone fall asleep actually.
Starting from the lowest health or from the point of origin?
Starting from the lowest health.
I believe that specifies hit dice, not hit points.
No, lowest current hit points.
It's hit points. That's how
Okay.
sleep walks.
For some reason, I thought it was hit dice.
So you think that it won't put anyone to sleep, and as you doubt yourself, the captain, who was kind of clashing swords with Timber, kind of slumps forward as his eyes flutter, and leans against Timber for a moment before falling to the floor.
Yeah, it sucks when it happens to you, doesn't it?
There's no reply, the man is asleep.
Shiro's gonna end his yawn, wag his tail a bit, then that's his turn.
So just to torture you, Shiro has the same cute yawns that I do.
Aw.
Alright. Who's left in front of us? Let's see.
So various
The two minions.
is decently injured. Well, not too much, but is injured. Durian looks much more injured, and he is kind of on the ground. Meanwhile, the captain is passed out.
Oh, cool. That's a free advantage attack. Let's see. How do I cast this? I'm gonna use my last level 2 slot, and I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. Which I think I can cast right in between these two guys? Between Duran and Rat Fiend?
Yeah, I believe so.
Alright, cool.
Now, what shape? Now, what form does the spiritual weapon come in?
It's a shovel.
I mean, could be a shovel. Could be
Yeah,
something bigger. Could
Tell
be
me
like
it-
the.
Tell me it's an entire gravestone. That a gravestone just appears and starts bashing people over the head.
Oh, well, to be fair, I'm mildly like out of it right now, but the idea was like, it looks. Have you guys ever played Castlevania?
Yes.
Sort of.
So you know the Brother Soul Blade, the one that follows you around, the living sword. Probably not. You guys are.
No,
I'm
sorry.
bringing up an image. It's been a while. At least I'm trying to find an image. I do know what you're talking about, though.
It's the sword familiar.
Man, this is a blast to the past for me.
Dude, I play it once a year. Where do I put this?
I have put a decent picture in Red Flag Rejects. It's a not Red Flag, tabletop image. It's from one of the smaller games, so it's a bit pixelated.
No, Wolfa, they are annoyingly durable.
Yeah. So.
And Durin kept evading everything that I tried to do to him until he figured that he could test his luck by getting right in my face. He went for a flight.
Also, to be fair, this is only round 3. I don't want every combat to end in just 2 rounds.
So you just added zeros to their health bars?
I actually reduced the health for the 2 companions.
Well,
You
to be
wouldn't know
fair, Timble's all in disadvantage.
Timber's rolling disadvantage, and despite having less people, they all have multi-attack. I just don't know how spiritual weapon works off the top of my head.
I
mean,
the
it
spiritual
works like
weapon
a
does a melee
weapon.
attack versus something.
Here's the attack roll to try and hit something with it. It's 23, and then the damage is 1d8 plus 3/4.
Wouldn't it be advantage if you're attacking the prone captain?
I can roll again?
Yeah, if you're attacking the captain, roll again. If you're attacking the guy on the floor, do not.
Okay, I would rather knock out the guy that's on the floor, not like asleep. That way we can get them both down.
Alrighty, so that will hit. What was the damage again?
It's 1d8 plus 3/4 damage.
I will add that to Mr. Duran.
Right. I don't know if there's a token or something for it, but
Oh, finally, he takes over into heavy. Took long enough.
I'll see if I have a token that we can use for your weapon.
okay. I'm gonna summon that, and then I'm gonna go do what I need to do. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Stay
Thanks,
safe.
guys. If I'm back, I'm back. If I'm
Bye,
not,
Milo.
yeah.
Wait, what's going on? What's he doing?
He needs to leave because of family stuff.
Oof. Alright.
Yeah, Grandma's not doing so. Catch you guys later.
Have a good one.
Actually, I should just get rid of
He's
this sword
safe.
because he's going to be gone.
Well, can't you just run his sheet for him?
I can. It's just I know where it is, and I doubt the combat's going to go back to him. Actually,
Alright, is Various still have commander sight on him or no?
no.
Captain's asleep. Seeing that his opponent is downed, sleeping apparently, Timber will taunt to Various and attack him.
All right. And how much of an insult is that for Timber? He's just fighting an opponent, and the opponent is like, "I'm asleep now."
Yeah, you're right. Timber probably would be so mad that he has to attack him.
I just had to ask.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Timber will attack.
it's not unusual for people to faint at the sight of Timber.
Yeah, but he was expecting a glorious combat because there was something he wants from the captain, and then he failed to give him that, so Temple will attack him at regular. Since, advantage, disadvantage.
Oh. But he is unconscious, so...
Actually, attacking a helpless creature, because sleep makes him helpless, does he still roll for attack there?
Technically, he just gets to hit, and, I mean, the rules are a little vague on it, really. But as far as I'm concerned, Timber could attempt a coup de grace.
Go ahead and roll your damage then.
Alright.
I will allow it in this case, because, he's so damaged and everything.
Timber will smite him. With righteous fury!
Unless you roll min, you're probably going to kill him here.
So force longsword damage.
Why did you have to use words? Jim, why?
And then 2d8 radiant.
I used words, but he rolled the wrong dice at first, so those words didn't come into effect, Tanya.
Did you negate his bad luck? What wizardry is this?
Timber, how would you like to murder the captain?
Timber wants his head!
With the righteous flames along his blade, Timber brings it down with a bloody wet crunch. The head of the captain hits the ground with a small thump and rolls forward.
Timber will laugh like a madman.
Seeing his captain go down, Durin lets out a primal roar of rage and charges at Timber, swinging wildly. I'm going to kill you for this. You're going to suffer.
Please do.
His first attack misses as he stumbles to his feet, yet the second one manages to get into your armor, stabbing right through your side for 5 points of damage.
Temple still stands.
Karma.
Karma is going to grab one of Tanya's darts that she threw earlier with his mind and launch it at Various.
Bear in mind, there are 2 stuck in that statue.
Ballistic attack is the ability I'm using.
The dart magically pulls itself free from the wood and hits right into the back of his neck.
That would be piercing?
Yes.
Lame!
Oh.
Did I
You were
say-
aiming for the spine, but you just barely missed.
Did I say hit into the back of his neck? It went through his armor and then his clothes, and it was just a tiny pinprick. It felt like a mosquito bit him.
Cannot wait until I can add my intelligence modifier to my damage.
So what you're saying is that when that happens, then you'll be able to blast.
Yes!
Is Karma going to do anything else? Nope. Okay. Various kind of holds one of. No, he's using one weapon. He kind of pats the back of his neck and feels the dart. Where did this come from? He tosses it to the ground next to him as he goes for Timber. Timber just killed his captain, and they are both very angry at him. Timber, from behind, he slashes at you twice. The first one gets between your armor on your arm as you're reeling back from the attack from the person in front of you, though the second one, as it tries to go for the same spot and just clinks off the armor. You take 6 points of slashing damage as he just cuts you around your shoulder. Not shoulder, elbow.
Timber's just a big pool of blood right now.
Timber is actually a an Iron Maiden at this point.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't the captain dead? He's still listed as heavy.
I'm sorry, I just forgot to murderify him.
Murderify him.
There you go. He ceased to exist.
You know, I can say this: we go back to the town guard with the severed head of the pirate captain. The kind of thing that word
Give
gets
me
around.
one
You know?
moment. Just setting up a ability real quick. This one, they'll actually be able to see.
Oh. I can retaliate without metagaming.
That's why I don't attack you much, because unless your character says something, no one knows.
That's what I love about it.
And it doesn't help that there was a big, screaming, bloody metal suit of armor running around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, their attacks are completely silent. Me, I'm doing drive-by attacks from the shadows. So the only thing they actually see is Timber.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm also
like-
standing in the shadows, just throwing
Yeah,
spells.
Yeah, we got artillery, we got drive-by attacks, and the medic is maintaining a low profile. So yeah,
It just seems like they're fighting invincible iron giant that won't die.
but in fact
and
he
has
just
like
has a,
aura damage.
in fact he just has a full network of support infrastructure around him.
At first, they thought it was just you. When Rosalia attacked, they did see Rosalia. They know Rosalia is somewhere in the shadows. And they know Shiro is somewhere in the shadows because his magic is super glowy, so it's basically like he lights a torch on himself when he uses it. But Lyrius and the two Martens have just kind of been hidden for most of the fight.
Yeah, I just realized that, which means once I got more than like 10 feet away from them, I'm completely invisible to them, aren't I?
It would kind of be low light vision, but yeah, you are. They would have disadvantage to attack you and not know exactly where you are. First one failed, second one saved.
Kerma is summoning up. He's basically generating psionic crystals in midair and launches them out in the area around him and Timber.
So this is probably just terrifying, you know.
Oh, for
shadows
the love of all that is holy!
Shadows are attacking them, and this monster won't die, no matter how much you stab
Hundreds.
them.
Hundreds of crystals fill the air. For a moment, the entire room is illuminated as the light of the torch reflects through these crystals, and a pattern of rainbow kind of fills it, similar to a disco ball. They all hang in the air for a moment before they shoot down, and Various was afraid he was going to be pierced by them, but he turns around and there's a perfect outline of him in crystal shards, and his arm got nicked.
Right, you know what? Oof. Right, so yeah, he can't see me at the moment, right? Also, he's facing towards timber, so I'm behind him.
I'll do a general roll. You can act on your belief if he sees you or not. I'm not going to let you know until you actually do an action.
Oh, I'm exactly 20 feet away from him. So, well, I need to know whether or not he detects me to know whether or not I roll with disadvantage or not, because I'm going to aim for the back of his neck, where Karma was aiming.
Roll straight.
Jim,
Yeah.
can we skip to level 8?
Yes.
But that's when I get to add my intelligence modifier.
I'm sorry, Finn.
But
Let's roll the
Jim,
24 aiming for his spine.
Jim,
Yeah.
please.
No, Sim. Sim.
So,
Sim.
What?
One moment, Rosalia. When they do not succeed their saves, you deal like 3d8, 4d8, 12d8. You do lots of damage. I'm sorry you're rolling poor and I'm rolling well, but you murder things when I roll bad or you roll good. Right now you're having a bad day. If I let you be level 8, then it will always be a bad day for me, regardless of what I roll.
so that's a
You know what
cold shot to
it
his
would
neck,
only
and he's
do...
pointing away from me. So does that mean that I just paralyzed him?
I'm going to roll a Constitution save for him. As for you, Sim, I'm sorry. I don't want the martens to be too broken. If I wanted that, you would have 6 of them right now.
Wait,
Wait a minute.
why do you have the... What is this about the neck thing?
Call a shot to the back of the neck.
Why do you have
would have
advantage
been
on your attack?
It would have been disadvantage because it's a cold shot, but he doesn't know where I'm at right now, so that's an advantage, so they cancel each other out. So it's a straight roll.
Rosalia went into the shadows. I rolled to see if he would have known where she is.
What was her stealth roll?
I was having him roll first. He rolled 1.
Oof.
That's why I didn't require something.
So did he pass the con save?
He did pass the con save, yes. Roll regular dart damage.
See, Karma, it's all in the wrist. Alright, that's the end of my turn. I'm staying in the shadows.
Rosalia can only say that because she failed her first 2 throws. No one knew.
Yup. No one knew. No one knows that I'm BSing.
That's a nice thing about being stealthy is no one can see you fail except for the Empress, of course.
Wait a minute. No, he pulled the darts out of the statue, which means he knows that those darts hit the statue instead of who I was aiming at. So he knows I missed the previous shot.
So Shiro's just gonna give a very cold stare to both of the pirates and cast Twin Frostbite.
Alrighty.
So they have to both make a con saving throw. Let me just-
Success for Varys. Various. And success for Durian.
Petrifying stare had no effect. That's my turn.
I don't really like playing people when they're not here, but I at least know the attack for his blade, so I will be doing that. The blade will attempt to stab at Durian. And it misses. So with that, it is Timber's turn.
Temple will say, "I have only begun to fight," and then he'll use 5, 10. He'll use 20 of his lay on licks to heal 20 points.
I have only started to fight.
Yeah.
Starts slurping himself.
How many licks does it take to get to a center of a conquest pally?
No, see, from their perspective, he just slurps his arm, and it's like he licked the wounds off. It's pristine flesh afterwards.
This monster will not die, and then he'll use his bonus action to do Shield of Faith to make him even more tankier. So his AC is now 22. How do I change that?
I think it auto adds, did it not?
Drag it onto yourself on the combat tracker. Drag that effect.
One moment.
As you take care of this, wanna know something I just noticed, Rosalia?
What?
Karos, who hasn't been here, still has that bag that would protect the martens from eating his food. So the thing you've been wanting hasn't even been in use.
Yeah, but she doesn't know about that.
Alrighty, there we go. Temple's AC now is 21.
It will not show on your character sheet, but it will take that into account when you are struck.
Yeah, it's showing it next to the enter in combat note. Well, they are in a blind rage and will try to attack Timber despite his magic. The first attack hits as he swings the blade down and the magical force kind of pushes it back, though he lunges into it with more effort and manages to do an attack that cuts into the back of Timber's neck, dealing 5 points of damage.
And then that would be a concentration, right?
The Fantasy Grounds automatically rolls your concentration and will automatically remove the effect if you fail. You did succeed.
Okay.
That is really cool.
Interesting mechanic.
Fantasy Grounds is really cool.
I heard it was cool, but I've never used it till now.
Karma is going to pick up that dart that Various dropped back down onto the ground and launch it back into him.
This hits for probably 1 damage.
I'm teasing.
No! It did 5 damage!
The dart lodges it into like the side of his neck. It doesn't hit any major artery, though he does start bleeding from it. Furious picks up, pulls the 2 darts out of his back and twirls around. Can you stop that? He yells into the darkness and throws one back. So before I even roll hit, I'm going to see if he
Oh
does
yes,
hit.
please do. Please hit me, please.
Well, he hits, kind of. Let me roll his attack. What's the damage for the dart again?
1d4. It's 1d4 plus 4 for me, but I don't know if that's my perks applying it. The bonus.
Well, it would have hit you if the attack would have hit, though the dart flies through the darkness, and it just kind of bounces off of your armor.
Missed us! And the beautiful thing here is Karma is doing it telepathically, so no sound to be figuring out where they actually are.
Sadly, his multi-attack doesn't count for ranged weapons, but for flavor, I'm going to say he threw the other dart as well, and that one also flies by. Kerma.
Kerma's gonna do another crystal burst.
Oh god.
More crystals!
2 successes!
They succeeded both?
Yeah.
I quit.
Okay.
Actually left.
I quit!
Wow.
Okay, how about this? Is anyone willing to do an influence for Zim's crystal burst to hit? It would be moderate influence.
Considering the piddly damage it can possibly do, a mere 1d6, I would say just a minor influence.
But I kind of lean towards major because it's a major impact on your mindset.
There we go. I did a thing. Am I helping?
You're helping the Martens. No. Wolf says no.
My hamster is getting antsy.
Oh, no.
If we the adventurers, let us advance.
Did he just use a minor to negate somebody's major? Is that what's going on here?
No one did
But he
one
did
yet.
yeah. So somebody would have to do a moderate to overcome Wolfabs.
Oh my god.
So, Rose, what are you up to?
So I just need to know, the dart that missed me, did it like hit the wall behind me?
Yes, they're now in the darkness around you on the floor.
Oh, on the floor? Alright
Yes.
then.
You could search for
If
them, it
I-
will take an entire turn.
If I were to hold one of the darts between my fingers and punch, would I be able to roll the dart attack as a melee attack?
No.
Not an option?
No.
Aww.
As fun as that sounds, no.
Well,
Besides, it's the same stats for melee as well as ranged.
since yeah, he turned around, he's throwing the dart, so he's looking right at us right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge straight towards him and then use the kick special ability, the natural weapon kick.
Alrighty.
And that's 10 plus my dex modifier.
I forget the exacts, you have it written down.
Well, I know that we discussed making a tweak to how it worked before because it kept using strength when that's not my class ability. So, do we change that to dex?
I think I'm just going to roll for now and see.
It's 10 plus my strength modifier is what they have to beat, or be pushed back 5 feet and knocked prone. They also take 1d4 bludgeoning, which again we were discussing adding the +4 that for the the +4 that I get for my normal unarmed attacks.
He has succeeded in his save. And it wasn't adding the damage from your normal attacks, it was scaling it with Monk because it was technically an unarmed attack.
Alright. Yeah, so if it's technically an unarmed attack, then that means that when I roll for hit, if it actually hits, then it would be 1d4 plus 4 rather than just 1d4, right?
Sure.
Just wanting to know exactly how it would add up here.
Nice.
That hits.
What are you doing?
She's kicking him.
Okay.
So I just come barreling out of the shadows right towards him and plant both feet square in his gut, but he's able to just barely beat the save to keep from being knocked back.
He almost falls over, but he uses Timber to get back up.
The second man to hit against Timber today, as he slouches against him and just pushes off of the Wolven as if he was a wall.
He is a wall.
Alright. Because I already attacked, the only thing I have left that I can do is move, and if I do move away, then he gets an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes. As long as you are within 5 feet of them, they do not get the attack of opportunity. Once you leave their range, that is when they get the attack. So you can skirt around him.
Well, what I'm going to do is that run up to him, that took 15. I actually should have been half a tile back there. The run up to him took 15. So I'm going to risk the attack of opportunity and slip back into the shadows.
Hey, I need to point out, by the rules, after you have made an attack, you cannot go back into hiding.
She can go into the shadows, she just can't hide until she rolls for stealth or something.
No.
Unless...
By the rules, you cannot attack and then go back into hiding because they are aware of exactly where you went. That said, if you make a ranged attack in stealth, the only way they will not determine where you are is if you roll if you have the skulker feat, and that's only if you miss them.
Damn, he did a lot of damage. That hurt.
It's basically a matter of you have to... the way it works is basically, if you roll to attack them, they know you are there. They still cannot... You still have obscurity and cover and such. So they will have disadvantage on attacking you, but you lose your advantage on attacking them.
So, my first question is, how big and heavy is this bag of manure I've been carrying around for 4 days, apparently?
I'm going to say negligible for now, unless you need to know.
I'm wondering if I can toss it into the pirate's face.
Roll 1d4. Half a pound.
It is half a pound. I kind of really want to do this. I'm just gonna try tossing it into the face of Durin.
Do we still have a communal dice? Or did that
Yes.
get spent? Okay, we got a communal dice. We can try to make this succeed.
I don't even know. Do I add dex to my throw? Or
One moment.
I'm not sure.
Wait, you don't have hands. How are you throwing this?
I'm trying to throw it with my tail whip.
Okay, fair enough.
That would be no bonuses. It would be disadvantage. And basically...
Wait. I have an idea. Can I just simply walk up and then use my saddle pack's magical properties to spawn the bag of manure right in his face?
No.
Darn.
Fun idea, but no.
Yeah, fun idea, but no. Okay,
All right, so it would be disadvantage, no bonuses, and so do I just roll a 20?
Yes. And you were throwing the manure at him?
Yep, right at his face.
So because it's something soft, I'm going to have where it only deals 1 damage.
But is there a but?
I'm
Yeah.
going to give him a
The
roll.
butt is a load of crap.
I believe I'm thinking of the sickened condition.
Oh.
I'm trying to find the condition, but he failed his roll. He's basically trying to not lose his lunch.
I'm just gonna grin at seeing that and then just gonna walk over a little bit, and that would be my turn.
I'm just going to skip Lyrius in this case.
Oops, sorry, that was
There's stuff
me.
that Lyrius could be doing. We're down a man.
You guys almost have this. You will be fine. With that, it would be Timber.
Temple sees Doran get hit by a load of crap, and he will giggle and "Be gone, filth!" and he will attack him.
Roll attack.
Oof.
Your attack misses, but you do manage to, with your blade, wipe the filth off his face. He is very thankful. Kind of windshield wipered it off.
Along with his mustache at the same time.
To be honest, I was more aiming for the blinded condition, but I don't think sickened exists in 5e.
Timber will shield bash. Same target. So athletics versus Timber will be knocked prone.
Hey, at least I got the smelly bag out of my bag.
He is prone. Though, does Shield Bash also deal damage?
No, it doesn't. And it's versus Timber's athletics, so if I roll garbage. He's prone, I bet.
He rolled low enough that I was sure you would, make it unless you rolled a 1.
I could always roll a 1.
It is his turn, so he is just going to stand back up and attack you. And if he rolls shit here, I might just end the combat. He didn't roll bad, but you still have your Shield of Faith, so as he attacks into it, his blade is repelled both times by the holy aura that surrounds you.
Karma is going to grab one of the darts that are on the ground that Varius had so kindly thrown back,
He's playing fetch for keeps.
and launches it.
Just blast him.
It hits.
Yay!
Damage.
Yay! You did something.
I am not your pincushion.
Yes,
He
you are.
charges into the shadows.
Oh boy.
that be an
That's
attack
11
of
damage
opportunity?
I've done.
Yeah, it would.
Longsword. Oh, disadvantage.
Oh no!
Okay, slashing disadvantage 1.
Does he succeed or fail on his saving throw?
He failed.
Excellent. Kerma is doing cold damage to him as he's running away. Alright. Critical fail deck. Melee.
Slashing.
Twisted ankle. Your speed is reduced by 15 feet until you finish a short rest.
Same thing.
Turns out the moment that Timber tried to move from where he was standing, he realized how fucked up his leg actually is.
Yeah.
Alright, with that, he is going to attack once.
Oh, please, 10 or less.
He manages to hit.
Oh shit! Ow!
5 damage.
Ow! I got 1 key point left, and you've backed me into a corner.
He will also do his multi-attack, now that I'm looking at it.
Why?
So you might
Why
go
are you
down.
looking at it? You don't have to look at it. That's not
Oh,
required.
he misses, though. With that, Kerma, the guy you tried freezing, his back is frosted over, but he's still swung.
And he's
Kerma?
covered in poop.
Is going to do a mind thrust on Durin.
He failed.
Ba-boom! I quit. I'm done.
Oh no! Ooh.
Sam? Sam? Sam,
What?
okay?
That is a lot
No!
of ones.
I am not okay! I am not okay!
Here for you.
Sunai, yes, you are allowed to do influences on dice rolls.
It's gonna be okay.
Oh, that's why Sunai's in the audience. That's why we keep getting all these ones tonight. Oh.
I'll give you the kitsune luck.
No, you don't understand. Sunai is freaking cursed. She just breaks dice rolls. Really, anytime RNG is involved.
Technically, Sunai, you could make it a super powerful burst. You can do just about anything you want. It just depends on the level of the influence you use.
It's a dramatic battle.
You could have had that been max damage if you want. As we wait for the influence, though, is Kerma going to do anything else?
Kerma is just going to fade from existence alongside Karma.
Oh, what once you suffer today? I didn't know I got a new associate for the Raw Buse Foundation. I'll send you your cloak and membership card in the mail.
Okay, Wolfa, what do you mean by Uno reverse?
Come on, Wazilia, you can do it.
No, unfortunately you do not, Sunai. Wolfab, what do you mean by that one?
I assumed it was him preemptively making sure Sunai could not influence.
Oh, just reversing the turn. Wow.
Oh my god.
I was right.
Wolfa just wants him to suffer. Yeah, well, I'm burning my last key point. Flurry of blows.
I'm. Go ahead and roll, please. Take out the enemies.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, that looked like a 4 at first.
It did.
Same.
Can I burn the communal luck to turn this one into an advantage?
It's
Don't have
communal
one
advantage.
anymore.
Wait, where did it get burned?
Someone.
Damn it. All right.
And even
And I don't
still, you
have any of
can't
my own
do
luck
it
points.
after the fact.
Well, it's after the roll, but before the effect is determined.
It wasn't a luck, it was advantage.
Oh. Good to know. Anyways.
The first attack hits. I just want these people dead. Kill them, Rosalia. Roll max damage.
Within your power to.
Don't jinx it and make a roll a 1.
It's within your
I-
power to end
I'm-
this, DM.
I'm.
You can-
No, it's not.
You can put an end to the suffering.
I mean, I could have them coup de grace themselves, but would that really be the same amount of glory and honor?
No, the
I'm
DM
about to die.
can also just kill us. If he wants
No,
it to end.
No, you don't understand. I'm about to die because I was going to use the knockback on Flurry of Blows in order to get myself some breathing room. But both of them decided to drop just underneath his freaking AC.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have 4 people going before that pirate.
Alright, yeah, I burned Flurry of Blows. Do I have the option to disengage?
You do not, because you have attacked and use your bonus action. You only have move.
That's what I mean by disengage.
That would provoke an attack of opportunity.
I'm aware. But if I don't move, I'm screwed anyways.
Stay there, Rosalia.
Well, nice to know I am chopped liver.
Yeah, I mean, karma's right in your shoulder.
You did fade from existence.
Yeah, true. So,
Stay there, Rosalia. He'll be fine. We got you.
So, yeah, he slashes. I start to swing. Didn't realize just how badly I messed up. So I'm unable to make the flurry connect. Couldn't channel the chi. Blah blah blah.
Okay, so let's. Is it possible to cast a area effect spell directly in the middle of a square?
I am not sure. I think so.
The moment Sunai shows up, I start getting BS rolls.
Unless it specifies you have to do it from a corner of a square, I normally do it from the center of the square. Like the square itself.
Is this circle, can you see the circle? The one that overlaps Timber. Is this circle big enough to hit Varius and Duran?
could not be, no.
Not be? Alright, then scratch that idea. I'm going to cast another Twin Chaos Bolt.
Zim, that's an inside joke with Sunai saying the free influence, because Sunai has this supernatural ability to influence RNG, causing unusual things such as the twin 8s that I just got.
Both hit.
Alright, so first is the damage against Varius.
Also, I'd like to see Sunai's prediction of the next attack being a 7 go up against my luck.
And that would be, let's see, that would be force damage. And then the second one. Oh boy. So,
Did you
yeah.
just take out both of them?
Well, no, that's not the issue. Do you see what I rolled for the second damage?
665, yeah. What of
Yeah,
it?
but they're both 6s. That means it jumps to another creature within 30 feet.
Wait, really?
Oh no! No!
His Chaos Bolt. Yes.
That one was against Durian, so it would hit Timber, Kerma, or Lyrius. It cannot hit Rosalia, Karma, or you.
Oh, good.
I'll take the hit.
No, technically, it would have to bounce to.
It bounces
wait,
to
one
whoever
of
I
us,
choose.
Yeah.
It also said 30 feet.
I'll
Within
take
30
the
feet.
strike.
But I mean, it might as well be against Timber. Sorry.
Wait, so
As you
you
roll two
manually pick,
sixes.
you don't roll a dice?
I have to make a attack roll.
Do it. I'll take it.
I hope you just roll crit and 2 6s and just take out the entire party. Oh, you missed.
Is that a
I
sad
said
thing
hit
that you
me.
missed?
Yeah, imagine how fun it would be if you just dropped everyone with that.
Mm.
His chaotic energy is
So
is
that
no
does not
match
go
for
through
the
AC,
Empress's
right?
protection. Oh no, not even close.
Okay. Well, I breathe a sigh of relief as the energy basically splashes against your armor and doesn't go through.
It doesn't
The
splash
Empress
against his
protects.
armor. The bolt of magic starts flying through the air, and it looks like it's about to hit Timber dead on, but just evaporates into the holy aura.
So, Varius just dropped at my feet. Is that what happened there?
Jump!
Yeah, both of them just dropped to their feet, apparently.
Bolts of magic started bouncing around the room, hitting into both of them as they do, and it drops them both as it hits them. The one bolt almost hit Timber before it just faded from existence.
The Empress protects.
So, I think I'm fully justified in, if Varius is on the floor at my feet, dying.
Is this like Rosalia against the core? She just starts whamming fist after
Yes! That's exactly what it is. When I get upset, I take up my aggression by repeatedly hitting things. It's the rabbit way, you wouldn't understand.
At first, it's just soft thumps. And then...
Thank you.
And it gets wetter and wetter and wetter.
At a certain point, it's just hamburger.
Temple will gimp over to Rosalia, see if she's okay, because, she was in danger. Rosalia, you okay? Ow! I'm coming!
No, you stay over there.
His leg is
Ow,
I'm
broken
dead.
in like 3 different ways.
Well, luckily for you, Dungeon Master, I'm already splinted by plate. My splint armor is splints. Ow.
Karma.
Ow.
Karma. Karma, thank you. Saved my ass there. I'm just gonna take a nap.
She's
Alright,
just gonna trot into the area, just look around for interesting things to look at and pick up.
Please roll investigation.
Temple wants to go to the other captain.
I believe he's dead at Timber's feet, so he can.
Okay. Timbo
That's
will remove his
nat
bag.
20 to investigation.
Oh,
So-
nice!
Yeah, I'm just flopped
Shiro
against the
can go
base of the
first,
wall
since it's a 20.
in the gradually
can go
growing pool. I'm just flopped against the base of the wall in the gradually growing pool of blood. I'm taking 5. I'm
What
so
are you
fucking
doing,
done.
Timber?
I was saying, since it's a 20, he can go first, but Timbo removed his bag.
All right, Shiro, you start looking around the area, and as you do, some of it was already uncovered, but you kind of find in the sand buried in front of this like sculpture, a half buried box, and you kind of dig it out, and it has a very unique keyhole. But as you're looking through the area, you also notice in the statue itself there is a hole as well, and this one is more unique than the one in the box. It looks like it kind of spirals a bit.
So there's a sculpture and a half dug out box, and both of them have odd holes in them.
Yes, the box has a unique keyhole shape, where the sculpture has what looks like a hole that kind of spirals. Sunai, the enemies are dead. They cannot roll. They have perished.
Does the key that I have taken from the pirate ship look like it fits into either of those holes?
The one you used on the chest?
Yeah.
No, it does not.
Well, I poke at the holes with my paw.
Can Timbo search the captain?
Yes, you can. Upon his body... And sorry, you poking at it just doesn't do much. Sorry, I'm moving sheets around so I can bring up the captain's sheet. Boop.
Considering that I was just blindly kicking, is there still an intact head left on that guy?
I don't think so. I think he's just mush.
I'm pretty sure you would have gone for like majorly the body, so the body is kind of like caved in, but he has a head and such. On the captain, outside of the weapons and such he used, he has a small kind of chain around his neck. On the end of it is a key. On top of that, next to it is a pendant. It looks very similar to the pendant that you had seen earlier with the rat in the sewers.
Hey, Karma!
Go on.
Step away. I'm gonna open this thing.
Well, he's
what
doing
am I
that.
stepping away from?
Just in case this thing blows up like the last time I opened it.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, he was doing that, and I'm basically just tuning them out at the moment. Going to use one of the blades from one of the pirates and decapitate the other 2 and round up the 3 heads.
Karma is still riding on your shoulders, by the way.
Yeah, Timbo has the head of the captain, and he's gonna open the locket, ready to get blasted in the face.
There is no blast of magic. The pictures are similar to that of the other locket, just instead of one being the rat and one being them together, this one is a picture of the man and then the same picture of them together.
Hey guys, look out for a rat. Also, Timbo will remove his backpack, and he pulls out the plate.
I would like to roll a perception check to actually listen for the sounds of any skittering or squeaking or anything like that.
Roll perception. Timber, you now have out your plate. And
Will I be getting advantage because the ears bonus?
Yes. Shiro, the chest is pretty sturdy. It has survived very long down here with almost no signs of wear.
Is the sculpture like a physical sculpture that can be moved and picked up, or is it like a sculpture that's part of the stone or something? 'Cause
It's part of the stone and it's massive.
It would appear that massive poison bolt from earlier is still leaving my ears ringing a little bit. I rolled crap.
Temple
wait.
will turn. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I just realized something. I accidentally rolled 2d8 instead of 2d20 instead of rolling with advantage, but they both rolled crap anyways, so.
You do not hear anything.
Temple will chuck the key at Shiro, and he's going to put the head of the captain on his plate.
I nab the key out of the air and see if it matches either of the two holes that I see.
The key slides into the little lockbox and it opens with a click.
I peer inside with curiosity.
Please roll protect. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
If it was another mimic.
No. As you open the chest, there's a very strong kind of musty, stale scent. This chest has not been opened in a long time. And as you look in, set in the center of a cushion is just a single kind of dark purple gem that is kind of in the shape of an egg.
Nope. Egg. Nope.
Yeah.
I was going to say Karma was on top of the statue, but as soon as he sees that, it is starting to float up to him.
Karma is on top of the statue, and so now is the egg.
Precious.
I'm too busy coughing and reacting to the musk smell that had whiffed out of the chest because I rolled a 2.
You smell like manure right now. Why is that offending you?
Keen scent.
Karma's putting it away in his bag. He'll look at
egg.
his shiny later.
Have anything to do with that? I can't.
For that, the chest still looks like it is fairly empty. There is that cushion in there.
Alright, what did Timber do with the captain's head?
Temple has his head on a plate.
Karma is taking the cushion as well.
The cushion.
That is why Temple wanted a plate.
It is a very nice cushion, I would just say.
Have the cushion. My mouth is muzzle.
Timber? Timber,
Yes?
we need to bring these heads back to the town guard to prove the kills. Would you mind if I took it back to the ship?
This is why I bought the plate. Empress wanted their heads on a plate.
Well, it can be on a plate. I just want to take them back to the ship to keep them safe.
Alrighty.
If those heads get destroyed, then we don't get paid.
Shiro, because you rolled a 20 as the cushion flies up, you do see a little... It's not so much a satchel. It looks like a... kind of like a pocket that would go on a bag or a coat. But, you know, apart from one in the bottom of the chest.
Wait. A part of a pocket?
Like a pocket from a bag. I'm not sure what that would be called. Like a little case.
I'm just gonna casually yoink the plate, put all 3 heads on it, and start heading back to the ship.
How freaking big is this plate?
A big plate.
Well, big enough to hold a large loaf of bread and cheese.
Fine, the captain's head will be on it, and I'll be holding the other 2 with my fingers by the hair. They're just kind of dangling underneath it.
It was a fancy platter. It's not just a plate. It's like, you know that long one we have, the oblong one? It's like that.
It's a plate big enough for a baguette.
A baguette that never ends.
It's a plate big enough to hold endless bread.
The the plate never ends. The more you put on it, the more plate that exists.
Oh my god, yes. Oh no. A magical plate that gets larger for whatever you put on it, and magical bread that is infinite. You combine those two, and you just destroyed the planet.
Well,
And that's why
Lasagna.
Timber has taken them both and locked them up as heresy.
Yes.
But as the floats up, I nab it in my mouth.
The cushion?
Yeah, the cushion.
But the cushion.
You took the
Also,
gem.
I think the pocket is on is in the bottom.
I know.
Let me know when
That's
I've
what I
made my way back to the ship.
And I nab it in my muzzle.
As you numb over the cushion, the dust build up, and the scent is just so much worse. It's in your mouth and it's in your nose.
Okay, I immediately regret it. I release it, coughing.
I guess we just loot the bodies and head out.
By the way,
What is the name of
how
our
many fine clothes did we get from the ship originally? At least I assume they were fine clothes.
Yes.
How many?
Oh, how many?
A lot.
10 different outfits of fine clothes, and the rest were good, but not grand.
So common.
Yeah, and for common, there was probably another 10.
Excellent.
That's a lot for back in the day.
So I suppose Karma floated the cushion out while I was coughing from biting down on it.
I would assume?
He'll let Shiro have the cushion.
Why is
Oh, sure,
why is
so
there
kind of
a
plot
phantom
knowledge-
character named Martin Network?
Sensitive nose.
It is not named Martin Network.
All I see is Martin N. Oh, I assumed.
It's named Martin Nest.
Ah.
And that is where I'm keeping track of everything that the Martins have added to their nest.
Got it.
You
Just
know
let me know
those
when I get back to the ship.
Like-
That's all I need to know.
All the clothes, the pirate flag, the sail, which they're stringing up all over the room, just making a nice little almost jungle gym in there. They did rip some of the sail for access through it and such.
Dungeon Master?
Yes.
When Temple gets back to the ship, he's going to do the 3-hour give me my hat back ceremony.
Well, I need to know when I get back to the ship because I'm going to be doing a thing.
So, I'm just going to say two things before we can get back to the ship. Something might come from it. The first is the Martin Nest. You know how there's enemies in games that just keep spawning more enemies? The Martin Nest just keeps spawning more Martins.
It's a spawn point.
As for the other one, Shiro, are you going to be grabbing that one little pocket or looking into it?
I mean, I was going to after all of this was resolved because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that spotted it.
I mean, people saw you looking at stuff, and then they went to the ship.
Okay, so we're back on the ship then?
So what is it that I'm grabbing? I'm still confused.
Okay, have you ever seen a screwdriver or lockpicking kit? How it's a tiny pocket that you can flip open with a little button?
Yes.
It's that.
Box. Of the box. How big is the box?
Oh, like the chest? Or the little kit?
The little kit.
The little kit is pretty small. It is, I want to say, not maybe 8 inches tall What width-wise, it's not that big. Maybe 3-4 inches. It's
Wow. Surprised it's that big. I guess I'll just put it in my bag.
all right. You have mysterious pocket.
So
Uh,
now can I do my thing?
Yes, as Timber is doing the 3-hour ceremony where Quizen is dressed in almost priest-like robes, watching over it, and so is the chef
Oh.
with 2 blades drawn, ready for the blood
So-
pact.
So I'm sure there's no shortage of blood available at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Just going to take a little bit of that, rub it around the sides of my mouth, position all 3 heads so they're facing outwards on the tray, and then I'm going to go down to where we're holding the prisoner and kick the door open. I brought dinner!
One moment. So, please make an athletics roll.
Oh no. Oh, come on. Why? Because I'm carrying something, isn't it?
No, it's for something else.
Oh god, Quizen! Fuck you,
So
Quizen!
you don't manage to dodge the net that you asked Quizen to set up, as it tangles you and sends you to the floor. On top of that, the turret then shoots you for 7 points of damage.
This proves nothing. Just going to casually stand back up the best I can.
Rosalia takes the time to take the rope off of her as the captive just watches with a grin. Oh, look at you. Not so high and mighty now, are you? I see my captain did some damage.
You mean this guy holding up the head?
I noticed. Looks like he still got you as well.
Yeah. It was a group effort. I
Oh.
prefer getting up close and personal.
Also, she's no longer just bound by rope, she is also manacled to the far wall.
And the food armory?
You know, I have to
Yeah.
I have to say, I was honestly expecting that to scare the ever-loving shit out of you. Now, if you don't mind, I have to go pummel Quizen into a bloody red pulp.
You see, after what you've done to my men, our ship, I could hear, what you have done and threatened me with, the magical effects I've seen, and the chef who has turned coat, I don't think a god coming down could set me off right now.
Kind of just reached the
Speaking
point
of
where
gods
it all
coming
blends
down.
together. You reach the point where it all blends together. You're completely freaked out. Yeah, I can totally relate to that. That was me the whole first week that I was here. Anyways, Quizen.
Quizen is not there right now.
Quizen is with
Please
Timble.
leave a message after the turret shot.
Turret shot. Crap. Jumping to the side.
If you do go back upstairs, Quizen is, so with this blood pack sealed, the ownership of the hat goes from Raul over to Timber Von Glorious Bookenstan. Did I say that right?
Close enough.
Close
Oh.
enough.
The bolt that it shot at me, I'm just going to jab that into his shoulder as I walk past.
Wait. Before Rosalia leaves the food armory, because I was poking my nose in, I just want to stick out a foreleg and try and trip her.
I will shank you, and I have the bolt to do it with.
Well,
There
You're
are
just
currently 2 martens guarding the food armory. They do not let you in.
that's kind of
I wasn't
Can I
heading.
stop?
Okay, I wasn't heading into the pantry. I was just heading to where the prisoner was being kept. I thought that was just outside the pantry.
It was,
Dungeon
but
Master?
Quizen was told to do a lot for the food armory. He was told to have a net, increased turret, metal plating, prisoner capabilities, manacles on the wall. You guys told him to add everything. He's still in the process of it.
Dungeon Master?
So
Yes.
that was weird. What would that be for? I guess that's right. Yeah, no, I fail. I tried tripping.
Sorry, no food without a meal ticket.
Dungeon Master?
Yes, Timber?
Waluil has the other hat, while Timbo has the captain hat. Now that he has a different captain hat, he doesn't have to switch hats anymore. Mission accomplished.
Oh my god. Was that your motive the entire time?
That and putting his head on a plate.
Wait, what was his motive?
Timber wanted a backup captain hat so Ryo doesn't need to do the 2-hour ceremony every they go leave.
Oh, I see.
See, guy with
Wait,
full
how
hat,
many
plot
other
murder.
captain hats did we get?
I believe it was 5 captain hats.
So 4. Aside from the one that Timber claimed.
Yes.
So yeah, but upon hearing that, I'm just like slowly descending into manic laughter.
My
I have
my
completely
actions are beyond your comprehension.
Oh yes, this is way beyond comprehension. Hmm.
It is all part of her grand plan, Roselia. You will not know the greatness of the Empress's will.
Wait, actually, yeah. Hold on. Let me roll. I would like to roll the damage that the turret did. That would be what dice?
I rolled damage, it rolled a 7. It did roll, I just didn't roll it on your character sheet because, well, you guys would have long rest and it's not going to
Okay,
be
so
able to
soon
knock
I
you
did
out.
call the 7 then.
The attack roll wasn't a 7, so by technical terms, it's
It was
next...
7. Oh, it was 7 to hit, not 7 damage.
No, it was 7 damage. Its 2 hit was... Let me find it. An 18. Without its bonus. So the next
Can't she
enemy
just
roll
deflect
was
missiles
18.
at? Can't she just deflect missiles that easily?
It threw a net on me first.
Oh.
I'm just saying, by technicality, it rolled an 18, then a 7. So its next roll was not a 7.
All right, guys, let's head back.
So the top of the ship, just so you guys know, because Rosalia didn't have time to actually put it all away, and neither did the men, because Lyrius came to help and such. There is a wide selection of goods that the Martens did not want to keep. Chairs, some benches, bedding that they didn't care for because they took the more expensive bedding. Anything that...
No, they would have taken all of the bedding.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Everything, even the hay
soft,
bales.
if it is
The pillow
soft
fault.
and
It's a
comfortable,
pillow fault.
then it is
He
treasure
has a
to
pillow
them.
fault.
Yes, they have a
It is
pillow
a pillow
fort.
fault.
Okay, so there are chairs, there are little chests full of people's clothing and such because they didn't have time to look in them. There are like razor blades and such for shaving. There's a whole bunch of random goods. Nothing fancy looking, nothing shiny. That's not there, but barrels of food and the like, those would probably...
No, the food is properly
The food would
stored
be in the
away in the food armory, where nobody can really make heads or tails of how much we have in there because the Martens have it stashed away. They do take use of a few of the mattresses and such to build their own little jungle gym inside of the food armory as well, to have more places to properly stash and hide away the food. Basically, only the Martens can figure out where anything is in that room.
Need a nat 20 on investigation to find a single ration.
Yeah, I'm just picturing it from their scale and perspective. It's basically Warehouse 13.
Quizen saw them hiding stuff as he was working on everything, and he isn't sure where it is still.
Tim was so proud of him.
Hey, we won't have to worry about anybody sneaking on board the ship and stealing stuff.
At least until you guys get back to town and all the Martens that are not Karma and Kerma leave.
They're not leaving.
Hold
Alright,
up.
Yeah,
They are
we'll get the
not
ship back ready. We'll get the ship back ready to start heading back to town. Timber will make a request that we use some of this treasure to pay for medical bills.
Yeah,
I was tired of being crippled.
yeah, I fully second that.
If I remember right, the arm only was going to last a week. Was it?
Well, I mean, Temple doesn't know this. He just wants to be. Temple will hostilely strangle people until they heal him.
I was more
smack him with money.
I was double checking because it was 3 days there and 3 days back, and I believe that arm thing happened 1 or 2 days before the transport. So if it was a week, then it would be healed by the time, like, as you guys get into port that next morning, his arm will feel a lot better.
How many days are we out from the town?
It was 3 days to the pirates, 3 days back.
Oof. If that's the case, I'm going to salt those heads.
I'm just going to check Glerius's sheet real fast.
Rosalia, you'll have to acquire the salt.
Karma, I need some salt and I need a bucket of seawater.
I'm not Karma. I'm Kerma.
Karma, I need some salt and a bucket of seawater. I need to treat these heads so they don't rot before we can get back to town.
You're going to need your meal ticket for it.
I'm not eating the salt.
Oh, in that case, you'll need to fill out form 1258.
Form?
Rosalia?
They have forms.
Rosalia?
Why do I get the feeling that you've got like your own tax office and roads and villages down there?
Rosalia?
I mean, with the fort that they have built in the room, it's a Martin-sized, but it is basically a little town in there, yes.
At some point in time, they claimed sovereignty. It's only a matter of time before they have their own flag and standing army. And
I mean, they do have a pirate flag now.
Huh?
They do have a pirate flag.
Timber? What is it, Captain?
As Captain, if you ask Captain, he can probably tell you he'll probably give you the proper form for overriding stuff if you ask him.
I just need some salt. Some salt and a bucket. That's all I need.
I don't know, it seems like you have plenty of salt as it is.
That's metaphorical!
So just wait till we have...
Form 1258 is right there on the wall. Just fill it out and bring it back. Oh, and you will need to get the signature from Captain Timbert for relinquishing of the supplies.
Wouldn't it be considered requisitioning? No.
No, we are relinquishing it.
I can't wait till we have downtime and he rolls to set up secret passageways in the walls of the ship.
Just
This is why
depressed and
you're- This is why you're
depressed
Roselia,
and
don't you
broken
know?
swarm signing over in the
Guys.
corner.
Roselia, don't you know Wolven are very particular about paperwork?
Timber,
Yes.
we're going to start with Zim, then Rosalia, then you, and I think Shiro tried to say something. So Zim.
Okay.
This is why you cannot take away the other Martens, because they're the ones that have been working on all this while Karma and Kurma are off doing their stuff.
Maybe? It's just they were kind of passengers and now they're kind of like guards. I don't remember what game it is, but you have a lot of crewmen that are like all dogs or something, and it feels like that's happening, but with Martens.
Is something wrong with that?
They have their own city down there, and it's got defense turrets and it's got barricades and they got the tunnels and the walls, the little highways.
Just as the Empress would have wanted.
It's so advanced because of Quizzin. Next time you see Karma and Kurma, they're actually in a little car. It's like a Tonka truck for us, but for them it's like a race car.
Yeah, just more depressed form signing over in the corner. I'm not even gonna bother fighting it anymore.
For the record, they did take one of the tables and chairs and set it up out in the hallway outside the food armory, and that is where you can, fill out the forms.
I need to sketch this room now because, like, this. There's
don't forget the street lamps and the traffic cop.
There's stairs leading down into an open room. Connected to that is like an area into general storage. The room, it looks like a maybe a toll gate or something, like a secretary's office. It has the table, the paperwork, probably a picture of their family from back home, and then there's the metal doors.
And there's just at the desk there's just 3 Martens stacked on top of each other. The top one wearing a wig and glasses.
There's a Vault-Tec vault door to get into the food storage.
See, Roselia? This is why I made them in charge of all of this.
The outside of the ship is like so battered looking and old and needs like a fresh coat of paint. And the bottom of the ship, the inside of it, is an iron fortress.
That's called camouflage. Here, I have the paperwork. Just give me the salt.
I'm sorry, but it seems to be missing the signature of Captain Timber.
Timber, I need your scribbles.
Timber, you can talk.
All right, Temple will say, yes, this is why I assigned them for that, because the Empress is very particular about paperwork. Temple will dip his paw in ink and then couple the whole thing with his massive hand and then give it back to Roselia.
Please tell me that you can accept this form.
That is my signature.
Is it the gold ink or the red ink?
It is the... Timber can't tell the difference between them.
Roll 1d100. If it's under 50, then it's red. If it's over, it's gold.
Why are we doing all this? I just need some salt.
It is the red ink.
Oh, we're sorry, but it seems that he has signed this with a denial. I'm afraid I can't give it to you.
Go back.
Timber, can't you just order them to? I just need a little salt.
You need to wait a day for you need to file the paperwork to get new paperwork, and that takes a day to process.
Just come back and tell Temple you used the wrong ink.
But then he's
No,
just going to
I'm
approve the
done.
denial.
I'm done. I'm
There,
going
the
to
chat
find.
has given you all the salt.
I'm going to find a metal plate and something that's watertight. I'm going to collect some seawater, pour it out onto the metal plate in the sun. I'm going to start doing that in batches to collect salt, and then I'm going to use that.
Temple will see this, and then he'll go back. He'll go back and get the proper color. Sorry,
Yeah.
Roselia, I'm colorblind. I forgot which pot was what. So he goes and he gives another hand point. This time with the golden.
Holy crap! Toshime!
What?
What the fuck?
I'd say that.
He gave me
Okay,
the salt. He gave me my salt.
that is
I have the
$100 worth of salt.
I was about to say, salt starts to pour from the sky.
Directly on Tanya.
No,
you
not just-
you finally passed the requisition. It's just a whole fucking barrel.
You,
Like,
you
here's
see,
your salt.
in my world, magical weather can happen. This is enough money where I would say that instead of a regular, like, storm coming through, the droplets of hail that come down upon the ship during the 3 days of travel are all salt. It's not hail hitting the deck, it's salt.
Temple will say, "We have been assaulted."
For the record, the Martens are quickly going about collecting as much of it as they can for the stores.
In this impromptu fake winter wonderland, I'm just kind of wandering around aimlessly, mumbling about the Empress providing.
We have been blessed. See, Roselia? The Empress has seen your want for salt and has blessed us with so much salt. You like to say the Empress doesn't exist, but then there's my brother who's also part of the Inquisition.
Can I say the best part?
I wanted it to. I just didn't want it to fraud. I wanted it to be.
So the next day, the first day of travel, Lyrius comes over and he's like, I got my spells back, don't worry. He puts 2 coins.
And then I could preserve them, and then
He put coins on all of their eyes.
Why do you need the paper? Why isn't it just? It could be a thumbprint. It doesn't need.
And he casts Gentle Repose on the 3 heads. So Rosalia goes through all this pain for Lyrius to be like, "Hey, I got you, fam. There you go." So quick thing, Sim, roll 1d4. Each day, over the 3 days, you are able to collect 2 barrels worth of salt.
I'm just gonna spend the rest of the trip in my quarters.
Dungeon Master?
A very important question. Are your quarters on the same floor as the food armory?
I'm gonna spend the rest of the trip in the crow's nest.
So the ship has 3 layers. It's the deck / captain's quarter, the crew quarters and such, and then the hold. But the reason I kind of start bursting out laughing is I looked up about how heavy a barrel of salt would be. It is 280 pounds. You got 6 of those. You have about 1,500 pounds of salt.
A literal ton of
Dungeon
salt.
Master?
Yes.
Can I use one of those salt barrels to make a statue of the Empress?
At this point, it is up to the Martens. I don't think I have control over this game anymore.
He's just making a snowman. He's making a snowman out of salt. The salt man.
I'm making the Salt Queen, the Queen of Salt.
If Timmy was here, I'm pretty sure Domino would have came up.
Maybe that's it. Maybe This is spillover because this is the perfect way to lose your sanity. So Domino is just piercing through from the other reality to cause the rain of salt.
Well, Korma, what do you say? Can I have one of these salts to make the Empress's statue? Hello?
Alright, what'd you say?
I was asking, can I have one of the barrels to make a statue of the Empress with it?
I just.
You need to fill out form 36
Temple already has the form. Temple already has the form. He spent all day working on it.
Captain Timber, I'm afraid that you've marked this as denied yourself.
As captain, I tell you, as captain, I override my denial. I'm colorblind, okay? I don't know what ink to use. Just give me a barrel of salt.
It doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I will remember this, and next time you need a favor from the captain, I will consider this. And then Temple starts making his salt statue.
I'm imagining he's trying.
There's salt all over the decks. You can just scoop up some of that. You don't need the barrels. You're just wasting
No, the
their effort.
Martens have been very efficient on gathering all of that.
They gathered all the salt. Temple just
They have
needs
like
the salt.
they have bottles and like buckets just hanging from the sides of the ship on ropes, so they can collect salt better.
So yeah, Temple's making a little shrine of salt in his captain's quarter of the Empress.
I'm just saying this as a joke, but imagine him licking the salt to try to get it to stick, and like by the end of it.
That's exactly how he does it.
Okay, so you said that it was raining salt for 3 days.
Yes.
Around about day 2, this is Rose up in the crow's nest. Oh, I posted it in creators chat.
Just salted.
just covered in salt, staring into the distance.
You're in the only place that still has salt. Like the Martens have been collecting the rest, but you're just like you're covered in it. You're surrounded by it. It's like up to your chest in salt, and you're just sitting there.
Temple will call up from steering the captainship. You see, the Empress provides. You asked for salt, she has blessed us overwhelmingly. Yeah. Praise the Empress.
I know. And then there was the rain cloud. The Empress certainly seems to be really active, and she's active. She does stuff, so that means gotta be real, right?
Well,
Shira.
Hold on a second.
Yes.
I just wanted to say something real quick. Roselia, don't you know you have 2 woven loyalists, so that means we have twice the attention of the Empress of before. Could you imagine a whole legion of us? Surely then the Empress would be very, very active. The more woven loyalists, the more active the Empress is.
I'm just gonna go back to staring into the distance. I am so done. I am broken. You have ruined me.
Shira, I was just going to say, like the first few hours of the first day was painful because the salt falls like hail, and then the Martens set up like tarps along the top of the ship to catch the salt and like siphon it into barrels. So you kind of have like a little tent basically, protecting you from the salt hail.
As the salt was coming down, I was just going to move down to an area below decks, but that was kind of just run over by everyone else.
Well, you can do that. They It's up to you if you want to be under the tarp that could break under the weight of salt.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be underneath the tarp.
Oh, good lord, the prisoner. How's she been holding up through all of this?
I mean, she's kind of in the middle of the city. She probably looks like a living statue at this point, just kind of stuck there. Every now and then getting food, but like Quizen needs to help her because she's given a food ticket, but she needs to leave the city to go get the food. So Quizen needs to come in and pick up her ticket and go and requisition the food to go and give it to her. And he needs twice the paperwork because he needs to go in to get the ticket and leave, and then he needs the new paperwork to go back in. At this point, half of Quizen's day is filling out paperwork just so he can go and take care of the prisoner.
Just as the Empress would have intended.
How
chef-
much longer is this session gonna
for
go?
Technically, we are past time.
For the what?
For the record, every day you guys are waking up with your meal ticket stuck to a different part of your body.
Though, I will say, one character does not need to fill out forms for food, and that is the chef, because the food is brought to him daily for him to cook it. The food is then taken away in portions, but he doesn't need to requisition the food. It is delivered to him so he can prepare it.
Also, Captain Timber does not have to requisition it either. It is delivered to him daily.
So Temple doesn't feel the effects of the hell he created.
He does not.
Which may or may not be on purpose by the Martens to make sure that he does not change their system.
I'm gonna burn it all down. I'm gonna burn it all down.
So, is there anything you guys want to do before we end? Next session will be when we get back to town.
I want to start stabbing things.
See? Roselia's becoming more loyalist every day.
I don't know who we lost. Oh, we lost Timber. He was too loyal. The Empress took him.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and call it at this point.
Before you do the outro, I just want to do a checklist. Rosalia is now scarred mentally by salt, constructs, probably timber. Am I missing anything else? Rats, I think?
Rose is gonna need therapy to return to the land of sanity. It's a good thing that we've got a lot of treasure for pain, a doctor, to give that therapy.
Actually, the Martin Talkie and Talkie Network is more than happy to provide counseling services. And for crew members, it is free of charge.
That
just
code
need to
is
fill out-
talking to me.
Timbo is
Come
just
over
happy
here,
that
Code. I need to assemble you.
Timbo's just happy that Roselia is becoming more and more loyalist every day.
Oh, Rosalia is also scared by the gnome Greaves, and also what was the other thing that happened in town?
I'm just gonna say it. After this, she has completely snapped and is going to need professional help to return to sanity.
Like I said,
Yes.
she's becoming more and more loyalist every day, aka crazy.
And what better professional help to get than that of someone who knows the mind inside and out?
The Martens don't actually talk you out of your problems. They're just
you.
like, oh, that part of your brain's broken. Let me just whoop, and you're back to normal.
Actually,
No, you
I
see,
do
Roselia.
have one of my powers that can restore insanity and such. It just takes 8 hours to cast it or to do it. But after that, you'd be perfectly back to normal.
Why would you want to restore insanity?
Yeah, the phrasing there. No, you see, what it is she actually was driven sane. This is how a sane person reacts upon seeing what we've brought. She needs to return to insanity so that she can handle it again.
Oh, your
No,
gunpowder.
Roselia. Tip was just trying to make you more of a loyalist.
All right. Are
Let's
we
get
good to
down
go?
to business.
Yeah.
What does meat taste like? I've always been curious.
Well, if you
Hey,
fill out form,
Karma.
I'll make a loyalist out of you.
13-A, you will be able to change your dietary plan to one including meat products.
I'm just gonna start eating the forms that I'm handed. Which, by the way, a rabbit can actually digest. So there.
It's all part of the Empress's grand plan. She gave me Roselia to eat all the paperwork.
But that's bad. Rosalia is the secretary. You give her her clipboard and she just starts eating it.
All right,
The Empress works in
everybody.
mysterious ways.
Thank you all so much for joining us for Red Flag Rejects, Dungeons and Dragons.
Join us next time for therapy.
Do check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those good things there on the website, as well as down to the description below. Do consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. You can support the channel and make sure that these kinds of antics keep on coming. And help a little bit with Rosalia's psychiatric bill. Since I'm sure she won't use the Martin talking
when
and
we
talking
show up
network.
in town and this insane rabbit is holding up 3 severed heads. I'm here for the bounty.
But yeah.
He burned it all.
We made them go to sleep. They'll never wake up. They'll never
They
wake
have been
up.
properly forgiven.
Them in salt.
Okay. Thank you again for joining, everybody. I will be back tomorrow with more streaming. Check out our website, check out the Patreon, share it with your friends. But for now, I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Love you all. Have a great
Bye.
time.
I'm gonna go eat quizzin'.
No,